Hello and welcome to this free YouTube training. My name is Sean Cannell and I'm super fired up to be hanging out with you today. We're going to be talking about the one strategy that's currently generating over 100,000 views per day and how to monetize those views in multiple ways, even generate six figures and beyond. And so I'm fired up to get into the content, but shout me out where you're watching from. I'm coming to you from Las Vegas. I see you, Amy in the house. I see Cooking with Singles. We got Sydney in the house. We've got Las Vegas. Good to see you, Chris, hanging out in the same city. And we've got Illinois, it looks like, Nova Scotia, Canada. Hey, Justin, thanks so much for being here. We got the UK. Really appreciate you being here. Chicago, Netherlands in the house, NYC. So fired up for today's class. Thanks for bringing the energy. I already feel it in the chat. And definitely get ready because we're going to get into the content in just a second. Shut out distractions, get a journal, all that kind of stuff. But we do have some cool stuff happening and some announcements. So I want to welcome Mel from the Think Media team. Mel, how's it going and what's going on?
It's going great, Sean. I'm ready to rock on today's web class. We do have a great chat and I'm so excited for all of you guys to be here. So a few things, if you haven't joined us in the chat already, then you definitely want to make sure you do, because over in the chat, we're going to be answering questions and just chatting and having a great time. But we're also going to be having a giveaway later in that chat as well. And so definitely make sure that you hover over the screen. And so either, even if you're on a desktop or mobile, you can hover over the video and see where it says watch on YouTube, or maybe it just has the YouTube icon on it. You're going to want to click on that and then come over to YouTube to watch the rest of this class so that you have the chat available to you. And again, the reason that is so important is because we're going to be doing this giveaway at the end of the class. And so you can get one of our favorite new webcams, our go-to microphone, this lighting kit, all shipped to one person today. And all you need to do is be in the chat and ready to win at the end of today's class. So stay tuned for this. It'll be, you'll get the instructions over in the chat. I will write them out again towards the end of class today. And another benefit that you get from being a part of this class is an action guide. This action guide is what's going to help you actually implement everything that you're learning on this class today. It's going to be packed with information. We're going to have so much that you can start applying to your channel. So you want to make sure you have that action guide so you can really help walk through everything as Sean speaks. And so you can get that action guide in your email. If you haven't received it yet, then definitely let me know in the chat. I can help you find it. But you want to search Think Media, check your spam, check your promotions tab, and look for an email from Think Media that says congrats on your free class. That'll have your download in it. And the third perk that everybody gets, Sean, is we are going to be doing Q&A after this class. And so that Q&A time is where Sean can answer the questions about how this applies to you and your channel. So you'll definitely want to stay tuned for that. And with that, I think we are ready to get started.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Mel, and excited to hang out as soon as we get through the core training. All right, y'all, buckle your seatbelts and we're going to get this fired up. And shout me out where you're watching from if you are here live. Shut out distractions. Get ready to take notes. I'm going to just, I'm ready to crush and I'm fired up to deliver massive value for you today on this class. And so I want to welcome you to this free YouTube web class. It's all about the one strategy that's currently generating 142,976 views every single day and how I make over $100,000 per month from those views without YouTube ad revenue. And this is going to be a power pack tactical training. And just to back up this kind of wild headline, I want to give you a screenshot of my channel, Think Media. And if you look at your real-time views inside of YouTube, you can see that in the last 2 days, it goes by 48 hours, and then it goes by 60 minutes. It goes by 1 hour or 48 hours. If I cut that number in half, 285,000 views, you can see that in 1 day, our channel is generating 142,976 views. And what's wild is sometimes that goes up because maybe a good video happens, but it really never goes down. And whether we post new videos or not, we've created like this ongoing nonstop, whether we're posting new videos, whether we're working or not, way of generating views 24/7, 365. And that's really what this class is all about. But before we get into that, let's kind of define why YouTube in 2023, like why YouTube right now. sometimes, people are worried, and it makes sense because it's like, is it too late? Bro, it's 2023, Sean. YouTube, is feeling a little saturated. Let me know. Does your niche feel, kind of crowded, all that kind of stuff? The truth is, that's a reasonable way to feel, but there's some good news because right now, YouTube has 2.6 billion monthly active users. So the truth is, competition is rising, but here's the good news: consumption is rising even faster. In business, we talk about supply and demand. And so there is still a greater demand for good content than there is supply. And you probably watch YouTube like me, and you're like, I'm always looking for more stuff. I always want to learn more stuff, be entertained by more stuff. There's a hunger for good content. So when you learn the right strategies, you can tap into a growing audience that wants good entertainment content, good education content. And YouTube is still the second most popular social network in the entire world. It's the second largest search engine, and the demand for good content is skyrocketing. It's also a big international opportunity. So wherever you are in the world, YouTube is alive and well. YouTube is localized in more than 100 countries and is available in over 80 languages. And some of the biggest opportunities are in YouTube are in non-English speaking channels. There's massive opportunity really across the board, but I recently spoke in Panama, and there was a whole emerging market there of content creators and business owners using YouTube. Of course, Spanish, Germany, just all these different places where there's a lot of opportunity when it comes to YouTube. And this is pretty cool. TubeFilter revealed that 200 million people are currently earning money right now from digital content creation. So actually working from home, working in a home office, creating some content from their smartphone or their laptop or their, Sony or Canon camera, 200 million people are earning money from digital content creation. And one of the things that we're seeing is that small YouTube channels are making big money. What's happening is brands are preferring to work with what's called micro and nano influencers, meaning channels from 1 to 10,000 subscribers. So the cool thing, we're going to talk about it in this class, is that even if you're starting from scratch, or you don't even have a very large channel, you can still earn money in a significant way. And so we're going to be breaking that down. And I don't know if you saw this Signal Fire report, the Signal Fire Creator Economy Market Map, but this is crazy. It reveals that the fastest growing type of small business right now is being a content creator. This is one of those like things you go to your family who doesn't understand your ambition when you're like, I want to start a YouTube channel. I'm posting on social media. They're like, why are you doing that? Why don't you get a real job? Your response in 2023 can be, this is a real job. What are you talking about? This is actually the most legitimate real job. This is the fastest growing type of small business. Better than starting some other kind of entrepreneurial endeavor is to actually be a content creator. Why? We're seeing the numbers are there. The viability is there. The money is there. The opportunity is there. You might say, Sean, that's, you're biased. You're the author of YouTube Secrets. Of course, you'd say that. Well, for sure. But take me out of the equation. We're pulling up data here. We're looking at these articles. We're looking at what we can track. And so that's why this is authentically the fastest growing type of small business. Influencer Marketing Hub revealed that 2 million global creators are earning 6 figures. So over $100,000 a year, that's 2 million. And some of these articles, this was kind of mid 2022. This isn't going backwards. This is only going forwards. These numbers just continue to increase. In fact, this right here, I think, shows you the trajectory of starting a YouTube channel. What you're looking at on screen is influencer marketing market size. What does that mean? So that means we've probably all heard of brand deals, sponsorships, hashtag ad. This video is brought to you by Squarespace. This video isn't, but like this video is brought to you by Purple Mattress or whatever. And what we are seeing is the amount of money just in this one vertical. We teach multiple different ways to earn money. This is just one of the ways. Just in this vertical, money flows in. Some of it either goes directly to the creator if you negotiate with the brand directly, but then sometimes there's middlemen. There's like an agency in the middle that helps creators like you and I get deals. There's actually a whole new thing on YouTube called Brand Connect. They just revitalized it, and your channel has to be a certain size, but you can go to like a self-service marketplace and get brand deals. Here's the point. let's look at what's been happening since 2016. It was only a $1.7 billion industry in 2016, which is the amount of money that was flowing in, which, by the way, only that's amazing. Like, so $1.7 billion being distributed to creators. But then what happened? It went to 3 billion. It went to 4.6. In 2021, it was 13.8. In 2022 is 16.4. And the estimation that in 2023 that we're still going to see 20% growth, despite the economic things that are happening right now. The market is growing. What businesses and brands are realizing is they need you to build a channel that is in a specific niche, that has a specific audience, and they're finding that the most effective way to get their message out, bang for their buck, for their marketing dollars, is to work with YouTube creators and social media creators. So the trend, I mean, you can see it right on screen, this is continuing to grow. So as far as, is this the right time to get into YouTube? Absolutely. You know, when's the best time to start a YouTube channel? Well, maybe 10 years ago. When's the best time to plant a tree? 10 years ago. When's the second best time? Right now. And I want to just encourage you, you want to still ride this wave, and this wave isn't slowing down. If you look at creators even like Mr. Beast, who's really, you know, a well-known, and even as someone that has that vantage point on what's happening on YouTube, someone asked him, what are you betting on for the next 10 years? Like, what's your next move? And he was like, next move. They were wondering, is he going to go to Hollywood? Is he going to go to Netflix or something like that? And he was like, this is not a stepping stone to Netflix. This is the end destination. YouTube is the end. This is the goal. Like, I'm already living it. YouTube just got the Sunday ticket for football. Y'all probably watched maybe the Super Bowl this year or whatever, and you were seeing them advertising that. Now YouTube has got the Sunday ticket, and NFL. YouTube TV is taking over. YouTube's taking over. And recent stats just revealed that American families are spending more time in their living room watching YouTube than any other platform, including Hulu, Tubi, Netflix. This is true. So, friend, this is what the data is telling us. You're absolutely in the right place at the right time to understand that YouTube is healthy, growing, and the most profitable platform to establish your brand right now. And so in this training, we're going to be talking about the exact strategy that took me from getting fired to financial freedom, the 3 reasons people fail on YouTube, how to grow fast on YouTube in 2023 and make big money, even if you have a small audience right now. And then I'm going to be sharing some details about a special limited offer on our YouTube course and group coaching program towards the end. And so just so you also, full transparency, over the next 60 minutes, I'm going to give you just fire value, tactical stuff you can implement. Obviously, I can only cover so much. And if you want to go deeper with us, we do have a program that can serve you at a higher level, whether that's right for you or not. Listen, there's like no secret tricks, you know, or whatever. It's a free class. We definitely have a company and a team to support you. And I'll tell you a little bit more about that later. But regardless, I'm super grateful you're here and excited to dive into this content. And so I encourage you to turn off distractions, block some time over the next hour to take notes. And also, if you haven't got the free download, this is in your email inbox. And if it's not, it's probably in your Gmail or Hotmail promotions tab. You have like your main one and then your promotions tab. Move that to safe senders, or it could be in junk or spam. Find your download and then move the email address, because then we can actually make sure that you're getting other information from us at Think Media. We publish a lot of valuable information that's just here to serve you and help you win on YouTube. So make sure to find this inside of your email, and you can get this free PDF download that'll add even more value. If we're just meeting, my name is Sean Cannell. I live in Las Vegas with my wife of 17 years, Sonia, my son, Sean, my son, John, and our Chihuahua named Sophie. I'm on a mission to help people build their influence with YouTube. And over the years, it's been wild to be featured in some of the different publications like CNBC or Forbes or Entrepreneur, and speak on some of the biggest stages in our industry. In fact, CNBC actually did a mini documentary about me on how a small town kid, college dropout, earned $40,000 profit in 1 month doing one of the strategies we're going to be talking about in this very training. And it's been wild because I started midway through around 2009, I started a video creation business, and I started doing video at my church early on. And I had Canon cameras, was what I started with back when I was doing video, and not even YouTube, like just filming at my church. And so it's been wild to like fast forward to today, what's possible on YouTube. now we like work with Canon as a sponsor, and they're sending us free cameras and stuff. And that's just some of the wild opportunity in the creator economy. As a small town kid, college dropout, growing up on 6 acres on a farm, it was like a dream that someday maybe I could work with some of the brands and different companies that I love. And, over the years, I've been able to work with and interview some of the most influential business leaders on YouTube, whether a Gary Vaynerchuk or Patrick Bet-David or Shalene Johnson or a Grant Cardone or Lewis Howes or Jasmine Star. And wrote a book with my friend Benji called YouTube Secrets. We just launched the second edition, and it just crossed 100,000 copies sold. So I think it's the #1 best-selling YouTube strategy book in the world. It's been pretty wild to be mentioned in Forbes and the Las Vegas Review Journal, and just the impact. But out of all this stuff, because I share this because I don't want to waste your time. Like, why should you listen to me or take notes or whatever? I've been doing this for a while. I definitely have hopefully have some credibility, as you can see. But what I'm most proud of and what gets me most excited is our students, many of whom started at zero. And what we've seen is that in all kinds of different industries, niches, topics, people of all different ages and backgrounds have not only started successful YouTube channels, but many of our students have gotten that coveted silver play button when you get 100,000 subscribers. And what's crazy is a few of our students, I think Sewing Report, Jennifer just hit it. Larry's there. It takes actually a couple months once you hit 100,000 subscribers before they send you your silver play button. So you're like waiting, checking the mail. And so it's been wild. And in our private group of our Video Ranking Academy, people share these pictures of just the results they're getting. But here's the other thing I want you to know is maybe you do want to get a silver play button. I think that's a great aspiration, but you'd be shocked how many students we have that have 5,000 subscribers yet are doing like 10K plus a month. You don't need 100,000 subscribers to live a life on your own terms, be your own boss, and go full-time on YouTube. A lot of people only look at subscribers and views, which is kind of the wrong metric to measure. It is a metric, but the metric might be, do you have financial freedom? Are you able to live a life on your own terms? And so one thing to even journal is, how do you define success? And of course, eventually, if you hang out with us long enough, and we're on a mission to get you this silver play button as well. And so obviously I've done a lot of things right, but here's what's interesting. More importantly, I've done a lot of things wrong. The truth is, the reason this class is so valuable is because I think I've made more mistakes than anybody. Like, I think I've posted more bad videos than anybody else I know. I've made more mistakes. I have multiple failed channels, which help me learn the lessons of actually what works on YouTube. So the benefit of you spending this time is that you can learn from my mistakes. I mean, it could save you years because of the pain and the experience, and the failures I've made, so that ultimately you could go further faster. And for me, my journey with video actually started back in 2003. I was filming for my local church, as I mentioned. This is kind of funny because you may be balling on a budget, as we say. This was our studio. That right there is some fabric from Joanne Fabrics. It's green screen fabric. You could see our lighting kit was shop lights from Home Depot. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just, you just use what you have. Like, if you got some duct tape, a smartphone, and a lamp from your living room, like, you can build a YouTube empire. And so that was, early days. The same time I met my wife, Sonia, and we got married in 2005 and eventually started a business, as I mentioned. So my background was kind of in video first. And then I started getting into YouTube in 2007, which is 16 years ago. And I was doing everything wrong on YouTube at the time. And so I'm shooting videos for my business. We're working multiple jobs. My wife and I, she's hustling, waiting tables and Starbucks and nanny. I'm like waiting tables at Red Robin, have a side video production business, working for a church, which pays no money at all. So that's why you have to have all the hustles. I'm waiting tables, doing YouTube on the side, young couple, dreaming big. But I want to share this story with you because what happened next is pretty shocking. We actually hit the hardest season of our life in 2009, and our entire world came crashing down. And that was the year that actually my wife almost died. And so this is my wife, Sonia. And what happened was, she, in 2007, right after we got married a couple years, she went on a mission trip to the Philippines and she got super sick. And she started to throw up 10 to 15 times a day. We didn't know what was happening. And she'd go to doctor, and it was actually, not only was it super discouraging because they didn't know why this was happening, but some were like, "Why don't you just stop being anorexic? Stop just, why don't you just eat a cheeseburger?" That was literally a quote of a doctor. And she's like, "No, something's really wrong with me." And eventually she dropped down to 82 pounds. And so they had to install this feeding tube first in her nose. Then they put it jejunum in her side, which is where it'll start going directly into your stomach so you can get your weight up. And what happened was they actually ended up placing the feeding tube wrong. So instead of the liquid going into her stomach, it started to fill up her body cavity, which will surround your organs, internal organs, and will kill you quick. And I'll never forget that night that we started the feeding tube process, and then it's going crazy. And my wife's like, "My body's on fire. Like, I don't know what's going wrong." So I threw her in our Honda Civic and we rushed to Everett, Washington Hospital. And we went to the ER and they rushed her in and got her stabilized and then put her in an ambulance and drove her to Seattle, Washington. And I was following behind the ambulance and, sirens. It's like nighttime. It's raining in Seattle. And I'm just super panicked and I'm super worried. And I was by my wife's side for 6 days. And as they had to actually cut her open even more, clean out all of the different liquid from around her organs, and then stitch her up. And we're waiting for recovery and all this stuff. And just talk about the absolute most insane season. Well, on top of that, this is happening now in 2009. We were already in the middle of a crisis. There's The Big Short is a movie about the housing market crash. And as a young couple, we stretched to get into a house and we're working multiple jobs to afford it. But now my wife's health, she is unable to work after a couple years of getting sicker and sicker. I'm not being able to bring in enough money. So we're losing our home. And we had a rental property that we invested in as well. They lost their job. They couldn't pay. That house is foreclosing as well. And to make matters worse, the church we were working at actually, there was a moral failure with the leadership. And so it started to fall apart. Some people stole some money. We were both volunteering there. I'm part-time staff there. And now that whole thing's falling apart. So my wife's sick. The housing market is crashing. We're losing our home. Our like social network and the leaders we trust is all like crumbling. Then we're like just getting that utterly destroyed and like punched in the gut, like from every angle. And the reason I just felt it was so important to share this on this particular class is I don't know what you're going through right now or even what you're facing in 2023. And we're going to get to some tactical YouTube strategy stuff, but this is some part of our core message here at Think Media is that you can use YouTube to change your life, even in the most difficult of situations. Because we're losing money, we're losing trust, we're facing uncertainty, overwhelm, fear, discouragement, all this different stuff. But I think about these lessons that I learned during this season that changed everything. And I want to start the class with this, and I would love it if you wrote this down. This is what I learned. I learned a powerful truth that reasons come first, results come second. What do I mean? Why do you want to start a YouTube channel? Why do you want to succeed on YouTube? Because here's what this isn't. This is not a get rich quick class. Yes, there's billions of dollars flowing into the creator economy. Yes, you can build a high 5, 6, or even 7-figure business doing this. Yes to all the above. And we're bullish and unapologetic about sharing that message. But what we're not sharing is that this is overnight. And it probably doesn't help us like ultimately sell more memberships to our program or anything to like not sugarcoat it. But I just need you to know that to do this, it does take hard work. And so I've discovered that our most successful students, because I'm obsessed with you getting that silver play button, they dig deep and they get really clear on what their goals are and why they're going after their goal on YouTube. So what does reasons come first, results come second means? It means that when you've got a strong enough reason to build a successful YouTube channel, to put in the work, to learn to edit, to learn the strategies, that reason will propel you getting the results. So for me, when I went all in on YouTube, I'm sitting in that hospital room with my wife for 6 days. That was the turning point for me. I had kind of been dabbling, thinking about starting my own thing, but I went from dabbling to dominating. And I had some reflective time to think, am I really going all in right now? Like, am I really like the man I need to be for my family? Am I providing the way that I should be? And I was kind of like, because we had medical bills piling up. And so for me, that was my fire. And I need you to tap into that fire and that motivation. It was like, man, I don't care about fame or fortune. That's cool byproducts, followers. That stuff can come from social media. But I was fighting for my freaking family. I was like, I got to make this work because what if my wife can't go back to work? How are we going to pay these bills? What if we want to start a family someday? What's that going to look like? And so my reasons got so strong, fighting for my family, fighting for the future of what we were building. What's it going to look like? Fighting for our faith, fighting in the hardest season of our life, in the middle of a recession, 2009, one of the biggest recessions America's faced, in the middle of things falling apart around us, in the middle of 99% of people are probably giving up, giving in, and giving in to cynicism and not fight. I tapped deeper into deep reasons because I had a choice in that hospital room. I could have gotten bitter, or I could have said, I'm going to get better. I'm going to learn. I'm going to figure this thing out. So I want you to journal, and we're going to get tactical now, but literally, friend, I want to encourage you. This is like foundational. You get this dialed. Like, why do you want to start and grow a YouTube channel? And I want to challenge you that write down like car, house, maybe retire, my husband, be able to make some extra, money, some different things. I found that sometimes like the car, the house, that stuff isn't the real fire. But when you get like a vision of the mission and the impact you want to make, because I started thinking about, man, I faced what is called, psychologists call mortality motivation. We are like 27-year-old kids. My wife and I are right around the same age at the time. And you usually think you're going to live forever. Like you're not thinking about death. But when I was facing death in the staring death in the face with my wife in that hospital room, I started asking questions, man, are we living our life full on? I'm starting to go so deep on you, but are we going out? Like, how much time do we have? Have I made the impact I want to make? Have I really put in the work I want to make? And so those questions are the key that fueled me through the coming years of figuring this stuff out and building what we've done today at Think Media. And so for me, that's what propelled me to punch fear in the face and actually start a channel. But here's the thing. It's like, it wasn't like I left that hospital room to like a silver play button. It was a grind, right? It was a start. So I punched fear in the face. I posted my first video. Let me just play a clip of this for you.
All right, so this is, I guess, the first Sean Thinks vlog, and I'm going to try to vlog every single day, mainly so I can remember what I'm even doing and what's going on, because I just feel like I have a lot that I'm thinking about, and I figured, hey, why not share it? And if you find something interesting, that's awesome. Now, this is definitely as real as it gets, so I'm not going to try to be energetic or entertaining. Though maybe sometimes I will. But anyways,
So here's the fact. My first video did not go viral. That might be obvious, right? You know what I mean? Like my first video was really bad. Like I have a feeling your first better video could be better than mine. But here's the good news. Your first videos are going to be your worst videos. You have to just start. You have to start before you're ready. You just got to punch fear in the face, punch perfectionism in the face, and press record. And if you can also see how bad this was, then you could be encouraged to see how far I've come. You know what I mean? I just committed to learn. I committed to level it up. And I was really doing things wrong. And I didn't have a class like this. I mean, you could even see like there's my white sheet. That was my background. Why did I not tack that up? I'm going back to like Sean 2010. Dude, what were you thinking, bro? This was your first video of all time. You didn't even put your background up. Like, why was my plan to not have a plan? So actually a power tip right here. Like we're getting tactical. Too many people start a YouTube channel with this idea like me, like, yeah, well, it's my first video. I have no idea what I'm doing. Here's a tip. Have an idea of what you're doing. In fact, let's get into that and help you with that. So ultimately you could see I was really doing it wrong. And I want to get into some tactical things here to illustrate the biggest reason people fail on YouTube. And it's illustrated by the following videos I posted after this. Okay. So I post that first video. That was bad. And then I start posting more videos. And so here's one I posted on video gear, equipment, and that's what we're doing on Think Media today, which is great, actually. So this is a really good video. I mean, it's a good video. It's a good topic, like video gear, equipment, and stuff. But here's the problem. A few videos later, I posted a video on a BarkBox review which was a subscription box for your pets and animals. Wait a minute. So is this a tech video gear channel or is this a pet channel? By the way, a pet channel would be amazing as well, but like, where are we going with this? Okay. So then a little bit later, I posted a video on a recipe for garlic green beans, quick and easy. It got 68,000 views. So I'm already testing some strategies. Some things are working, but here's what wasn't working. Is this a cooking channel? I thought this was a pet channel. Is this a video channel? But it gets worse. And I don't know if you can relate. A few videos later, I posted my review of The Amazing Spider-Man. Sean, what are you doing? Is this what is are you just a multi-passionate, what is happening here? And then I post a vlog with Las Vegas horseback riding to follow it up with a Shin ramen, which is my favorite ramen noodles, extra spicy recipe. Here's the problem. As you could see, I was all over the place. And I want to encourage you, maybe you can relate to me that you're multi-passionate, you're trying to figure out what your channel is about, but this is a big reason why channels fail is the creators who succeed and the entrepreneurs that succeed, they get really clear on what their channel is about. Some people say, do I need to niche down? Do I need to have a niche? Here's the word I want you to write down. What you need is maybe not a niche, although that's important. You need a focus. That's that's the 2023 better way to say it. I was unfocused. And if you have random videos, you're going to get random results. Well, we're obsessed with getting you practical, real results that you can actually deposit in the bank. So this wasn't working. So I was doing it the hard way. I'm posting random videos with no strategy. I was hoping I'd magically become a famous vlogger. Like I was just hoping that I could just kind of do what I want, post what I want, and it would just happen. And I was also exhausted and overworked because I wasn't getting the results I wanted. I was even getting views, but I didn't understand the monetization strategies we're going to talk about. So it wasn't translating to actual results. So when everything changed is I posted some videos, I got really frustrated. And then I said, man, I got to learn. I got to figure this out. So what I did was I started to commit to getting educated about how YouTube works. So I started to study everything I could really about online marketing. There wasn't a lot of good YouTube resources at the time, but I was like, man, how do I write like a good title? How do I write, how do I make graphic design, which, like thumbnails. So I started to buy books. I started to buy online courses. I started to invest in conferences. And that's when everything changed for me. And so in the process, I discovered the easy way to making significant income online that doesn't require being YouTube famous. And that's what we're going to get into. So I'm going to give you 3 secrets and the overarching strategy. Here it is. What is the one YouTube strategy? And then what are 3 tactical points you need to know about that so that you can get results with YouTube in 2023. Here's the one strategy. It's worth screenshotting or transfer this to your notes. I create search-based videos around proven and profitable topics. Now you might say, Sean, that sounds simple. Well, turns out that actually simplicity is genius. And every word of this sentence, though, is important. So we've amassed over 3 million views across multiple channels. I think over 500 million video views across different platforms. We've helped our students get 1 billion video views. This is, as simple as it sounds, it works. I create search-based videos around proven and profitable topics. If any piece of this strategy is missing, the whole thing doesn't work. And we're going to explain it piece by piece as we get into these 3 secrets. Here's secret number 1. Channels that grow on YouTube have a clear topic and a passionate audience. Okay. So channels that grow, first, they have a clear topic. Remember, we just talked about focus. They have a clear topic, a focused topic. And these ingredients matter, a passionate audience. So what does that mean? It means that there is a pre-existing passionate audience for that topic. Sean, are you saying I have to follow trends? No, I'm saying that you should, the channels we've studied that succeed consistently tap into a passionate audience, like parenting. You ask yourself this question. Is there a passionate audience that exists that is interested in parenting? Well, it turns out that as long as people continue to do the bing bong, they keep having kids and they keep becoming parents. And then they keep becoming parents like me 2.5 years ago. And I'm like, I have no idea how to do this. So I need help. And so I'm going to YouTube. Money. How do I make money? How do I save money? How do I invest money? How do I save on taxes? Is there a passionate audience that has that problem? Yeah. How about health? How do I, and how about The Walking Dead? How about The Lord of the Rings? Passionate audience, right? So channels that grow on YouTube have a clear topic and a passionate audience. So it makes me think of Nicole. So Nicole is one of our Video Rake It Academy students. She's a kid's occupational therapist, but she wanted more freedom. So she started to post YouTube videos. So one of the videos she posted was like on 5 popular baby items reviewed. She's doing a conscious parenting, child development channel. So here's the question. Is there a proven audience, a passionate audience for this? Yes. Yes, there is, right? There's parents in the world, it's how you do the test. And we create the one strategy, search-based videos around proven and profitable topics. So one of the videos she did was she did a video on tummy time for newborns. Now, listen, if you're not a parent on here watching this class, then you might be like, I don't care about that. I don't never watch that. Good. See, if you try and reach everybody, you'll end up reaching nobody. But as soon as you start making videos for a particular group of people or particular audience, as soon as you become a parent, you're like, what even is tummy time? And how do you do it? And the baby looks like he's struggling and he's, he's mad. Like, am I doing it right? So she's making a search-based video. And this is what we call a ranked video. So if you type in tummy time for newborns in YouTube search, for example, her video shows up in the top couple spots or on the first page. It kind of moves around. And what's wild is I want to say it's approaching 5 or 6 million views right now. And there's her video, tummy time for newborns. And yeah, 5.7 million views last time I took this screenshot. Pretty wild. She is making content, right, on a clear topic with a passionate audience. And here's the opportunity when you start saying, okay, but how focused do I need to be? Well, you could be very focused with your videos. She has a specific video topic, tummy time. But her bigger channel topic is motherhood and parenting. So if you want to get this thing right in 2023, it's going to be critical that you figure out what is my focused channel topic, but you don't want it too niche. You want it to be somewhat broad. This is a great example. And then you're able to create videos within that topic like this and crush it like Nicole did with that video. So here's a power question for you. When you're starting your channel, you want to be answering the question, how many people are interested in my channel's topic and my video topics? This is where people get stuck and fail. Is there a passionate audience that exists for my channel? As a business owner, you'd call this market validation. If you were going to go to a new market, you're going to go to a new city, you would see like, would this be, should I open this restaurant one town over and we go north, or should we go south and open it in this place? You're validating kind of the market. And so here's a couple examples that illustrate this. These are all our different Video Rake It Academy students. This is Ben Azadi. He's a keto camp, is his channel. So it's all about ketosis. So intermittent fasting. Is there a passionate audience about this stuff? Yep. How about ketosis and keto? Yep. And so he has a big topic to play in, but here's what's interesting. He's able to then have these niche videos, because sometimes you wonder like, okay, but there's a lot of different things I want to talk about. Well, because he knows his audience is into health and wellness, he could be talking about sleep, high performance, longevity, a lot of different things that fit inside of this. And he's crushed it. He's built this incredible business around his YouTube channel. His YouTube channel is flourishing. Here's Tanya Eliza. She is helping business owners learn online marketing and social media. Is there a passionate audience? Yep. How about Dadverb? It's kind of like Nicole. And this is the encouraging thing. You might go, well, shoot, Nicole already has got all the parents. Of course, that's not true. Saturation is a myth because a couple things. One, there's always new things to talk about on YouTube. But two, your vibe attracts your tribe. So not everybody wants to follow Nicole, whether it's your background, age, ethnicity. Maybe you have one kid, maybe you're a single parent. And if we're just talking about parenting as an example, and not everyone's going to resonate. Not everyone's going to like you. It's good news. You're worried about haters, trolls, things like that. No need to worry. I could just tell you up front, you're not everybody's cup of tea. But the good news is you're somebody's cup of tea, right? So you have Dadverb. He's also doing parenting, but he's got a unique angle on it. He's doing some reviews of parenting products, like some of the tech stuff, and it's much more dad angled. So it could be mom angled. It could be like you're more kind of in the South. Maybe it's more like of a persuasion. You lean right, you lean left. It's kind of a political thing. Could be religion, faith. There's so many distinctions. That's why there's so much opportunity. How about Dr. Eye Health? So he made a video, 3 must-known facts about eye floaters. He's an eye doctor he actually started watching Think Media, grew to like 100 subscribers or something. He joined Video Ranking Academy. Now I think he's at 750,000 plus subscribers. It's insane, right? And so he started making videos. Here's the question. Is there a focused topic on his channel? Yeah. Contact lenses, visual floaters. And is there a passionate audience? Well, Sean, how do we test for that? Well, is there anybody on earth that has eyes? Okay, it checks the box. There's plenty of people that have eyes and that are, interested in contact lenses and things like that, right? So it's just kind of thinking. What I'm asking you to think about for your channel is dialing in the focus of your channel. And the reason this is the first secret is positioning yourself properly on YouTube is like the foundation of a house. A lot of us get into, when it comes to, you buy a house, you rent a new place, you get a new apartment. What we think about is the furniture, the pillows, and the decor. We think about like, oh, this is the TV I want, the surround sound system I want. We think about all these aesthetic things. On YouTube, that's the equivalent of like, Sean, give me a title strategy, give me a thumbnail strategy. That's critical, but that's like the paint. The key, what we're talking about here, is the foundation of the house. And if you get the foundation wrong, if you get the foundation wrong, it doesn't matter how pretty your decor is. A little bit of a earthquake happens over time. That thing it's going to fall down. It's going to sink. It's going to slide. You need to get the foundation right, but the foundation isn't sexy and it's not even fun. It's concrete. It's pretty much invisible, but it's what holds everything else up. And so getting your channel focus right, this first secret, is huge. The Sewing Report, Jennifer, she just crossed 100,000 subs. It's DIY, it's crafting, but specifically sewing, embroidery. And so is there a passionate audience about that? Yes. Is there a focus to the channel? Yes. Powerful. How about Sean Chandler he talks about movies, TV shows, ranking summer movies, House of Dragon episode 1 review, crushing it. Is there a passionate audience about all the above? Absolutely. Plants and Lucia. We've watched her grow from 0 to over 50,000 subscribers now, right around there. And it's all about plants. Is there any plant people in the world? Yep. Plant moms, right? People who love plants. And you might go, I don't care about any of this stuff. How crazy is it that Plants and Lucia has 50,000 subs? See, there's something about when you get in alignment with your focus, with your channel topic, things get really exciting because you tap into a pre-existing passionate audience that will bring you waves of channel growth. Flyride, custom headlights for like import cars, Fast and Furious, you can imagine. And then Think Media. Like, we help you with the best tips and tools for building your influence with online video. So this is like cameras, lighting, as you've probably seen, and live streaming and all that kind of stuff. Is there a passionate audience about that? Well, here you are, and we're hanging out. You want to learn YouTube. You want to pick out the right camera. You want to make great videos. Does your neighbor care about this? Probably not, right? But they might be into football. They might be into the thing. And so what's so exciting is with 2.6 billion monthly active users, I want to encourage you, chances are your topic will work on YouTube. However, you got to dial it in. And if it's not dialed in properly, there's a reason. That's a big reason why people stay stuck, because their channel lacks focus. Andrew Finney's doing real estate. We have countless students that are service providers. They're in plumbing. They're actually doing B2B business. There's real estate agents, loan officers. And so he's one of the top agents because of his YouTube channel, but he's bolted on multiple extra streams of revenue as he's grown his YouTube channel as well. And of course, he is helping home buyers, home sellers in a market, Las Vegas. And so I want you to write this down. And this quote changed everything for me. So 2,000 years ago, there was a military general named Sun Tzu, who's now famous, not just for his success in his military campaigns, but there's a book called The Art of War. And one of the things he realized, I didn't realize that a 2,000-year-old military strategy would be the most important thing for succeeding on YouTube in 2023, but it's this. He said, every battle is won before it is fought. Now, what's wild about that is you might go, Sean, I don't even believe that. Like, how could you win the battle before you even fight the battle? Well, the reason why is because if two opposing armies run out to battle and one is just like, let's just go. I hope we get lucky. Let's just go. Did you get the weapons? Nah, I don't know. Let's just rush into this thing. Haste makes mistakes. Now, the other military, the other army, they actually sat down and made a plan. They actually sat down and made a strategy. They actually said, okay, we're going to flank. They actually looked at the weather. They looked at the conditions of the environment and they thought, okay, because of the landscape, because of the weather, because of the strength of the competition, David versus Goliath, because of the strength of the competition, I can't go against this guy with a sword or a spear like this. I'm going to go with 5 small stones. I'm going to go with a different approach. So Sun Tzu revealed a truth that is more relevant today than ever before. So could it be that your success on YouTube in 2023 is actually going to start on this web class, is actually going to start in your journal, and is actually going to start with strategy, with getting your channel focused right, with getting your game plan right? And again, I know it's like, but yeah, let's talk about the algorithm hacks. Those just are secondary. Like, let's run out and go viral. Just teach me how to go viral. I know too many people that have 15 minutes of fame. I've been in the game for so long. I've seen people come and go, but here at Think Media, we're all about built to last. We're about sustained success so that we actually are approaching this thing with strategy, not random like me when I started my first video and I was like, I don't even have a plan. That's what I learned. You need a plan. And here's the 3 reasons people fail on YouTube that I promised you. So here they are, just to kind of recap what we've been talking about. 1, people try to be too different. So if you're afraid, like, but it feels like the thing that I'm talking about, I'm trying to come up with something new that nobody's talking about. No. Competition is actually a good thing. Because if you can go find other channels about the topic you want to talk about that have 50,000 subs, 100,000, a million subscribers, what that verifies is that there is market interest. It's kind of like if you could go to, I grew up in Seattle, and it was like, if you were thinking about starting a coffee shop, you could go to Seattle and look around and say, whoa, there's literally Starbucks and Pete's Coffee and McDonald's is selling coffee and there's Dunkin' Donuts coffee. And then there's like 100 hipster coffee shops. And then you go north and there's literally an espresso stand on every corner. What that actually tells you is not like, oh, shoot, probably can't start a coffee shop. What it tells you is there's massive demand for coffee because Seattleites are caffeinated, man. I'll tell you what it is. And so it's like actually starting a coffee shop would be good if maybe I do it a little bit different. I find my own unique way of doing it. There's plenty of traffic. Why can there be 2 opposing sides of even literally the street coffee shops? Because people don't want to turn left. They want to turn over here. So competition is a good thing, friend. Don't try to be too different. Try to figure out how you can be different in a focused channel that others are doing, but you're doing it in your unique way. Secondly, people don't choose a clear channel topic that already has a passionate and an interested audience. Like if you're not certain that there is a passionate, kind of like using shows, TV shows and whatnot can actually be a good example. Although we really help education channels. It could be, money, finance, course creators, consultants, all this kind of stuff. But think about what is a show you're a huge fan of, or are you a super fan of something? Maybe you were a super fan of the Backstreet Boys growing up. First concert I ever went to, New Kids on the Block with my sister, Michelle. Proud of it? Not really. But, and we had the worst seats ever. Like, this is why I'm fighting for my family. Like that we could have better seats at concerts because we were there. What's worse than the nosebleeds? So I'm at the New Kids on the Block's concert. What are you a super fan of, right? New Kids on the Block, Rihanna, And so when you're super passionate, There's a conference called Walker Stalker Con and a podcast. It's all about The Walking Dead. Now, I thought that show started good. Haven't watched the last couple seasons. Maybe you're still into it. When you think about fandom and that like people are really passionate about prepping, they're really passionate about raising their kids, they're really passionate about their faith, they're really passionate about science, they're really passionate about entrepreneurship, about marketing, about AI. The key is like if you plant your flag, really passionate about gaming, really passionate about strategy games, retro games, thrifting, whatever it is, that already has a passionate and interested audience. What was so fascinating about literally they were able to start Walker Stalker Con, a conference and a podcast around a show. And people would buy tickets and they'd fly in. And eventually the characters from the show would come and whatnot, started by individuals that rallied people that had a common shared interest. And then 3, people don't position their channel to make money. And that might sound obvious, but here's why that's a big deal. If every battle is won before it's even fought, I would argue this. If you don't have a money plan and a business plan from the beginning, then you're leaving your success later. You're just leaving it up to chance. Like if you were to go to a bank to get a small business loan and you're like, what do you want to do? I want to start a YouTube channel. It's probably a possibility, but they'd say, what's your business plan? And you're like, I don't know. Like my first video. I'm like, well, here, check out my first video. And they go, and I'm like, so, hey, here I am. I don't have a plan and I'm not going to try to be energetic or entertaining. The banker's probably going to be like, you may need to work on that a little bit more. Like what's your battle plan? Like, and so if you have not thought ahead of time, what are the vehicles of making money? And if you just go, I hope I get lucky and I go viral and I make ad revenue, that's a losing strategy. But the cool thing is you don't even need to actually have your channel monetized to start making money. So these are the big mistakes. You got to position your channel and really create a plan up front. Secret number 2, channels that grow fast on YouTube, they play by the new rules and they focus on the right things. If you want to grow fast in 2023, you got to play by the new rules and focus on the right things. So, the YouTube algorithm and Google tells us they make changes every single day. There's always like experiments and changes happening with the algorithm. And the reason it's powerful to be connected to like our community here at Think Media is because we didn't just have success like yesterday, but we continue to innovate and adapt. Like we are just obsessed with testing new things, finding out what's working now. And that's why so many people love like our deeper program Video Ranking Academy, so that you're connected to like a think tank of Nolan and Omar, myself and Mel and our whole team, as well as even our students, just in a collective of knowledge, because things are always changing. Now, there is the micro changes. And so you want to be able to make those little pivots, but then there's also the foundational principles. And so it really is the same principles, but there's new tactics. That's worth writing down. You want to learn the foundational principles of how YouTube works, but you also then want to discover the new tactics. And so, for example, just to illustrate a couple, like there's the new YouTube Studio. Now, this isn't brand new, but a few years ago, they keep making changes to it, like literally yesterday. Like there's new panels and new distinctions. And so staying up to date with how YouTube analytics are working, what's happening. A couple years ago, they changed everything on the back end. So they started to give us more insight. That was a new YouTube change. Secondly, a lot of the strategies that the quote unquote gurus are teaching don't work anymore. I am shocked by how much bad information there is. Like a lot of the videos on YouTube, it's kind of like a cesspool of just theories. And I would be careful, because what's fascinating is a lot of the YouTube gurus, a lot of them are my friends and whatnot. And I love and respect a lot of them. A lot of them, other people I don't know as well. I don't really respect. And here's why. If they were only successful on YouTube teaching YouTube, I'd be careful of that. This is why I was so passionate personally about building up a channel, as I'll show you in a second, and making thousands of dollars in health and testing out other niches in regards to personal development and working with clients, helping pastors build their channels, churches build their channels, and businesses build their channels as a freelancer, so that I would have case studies and credibility that wasn't just thin it wasn't shallow in terms of, oh, I'm just a YouTube guru. And I realize I fall into that category today, but I'm obsessed with being a player coach, as is our whole team. Like, one of the things I disdain the most is like the college professor teaching business that's never started a successful business. I think it's great to be a business teacher, but like, what did you actually do? So all I want to encourage you is be careful, because there's a lot of bad information out there in regards to just principles that honestly won't move the needle, like the stuff that really does. And then viewer behavior is changing. This is a big one. Short form video, vertical video, YouTube shorts. So just thinking about, okay, you got to be adapting. And the time we have, I want to give you one strong example. And there's obviously like 45 different things we could talk about, but here's an example of new tactics. So in the early days, YouTube subscribers were king. This is some good news. This is how YouTube works right now versus how it used to work. So in the early days, YouTube subscribers were king. And you might even be like, Sean, I want to get my first 1,000 subscribers. I want to get 100,000. I want to get 10,000, which is a good aspiration and still worth getting subscribers. But the truth is, this has actually changed. See, in the early days, the only way your videos really got distributed was, do you have enough subscribers? Do you have the largest channel? And it was kind of like success on YouTube was reserved for the people who got in first, and the people who collaborations was like everything. You don't hear a lot of people talking about collaborations. They can still help, but they're like unnecessary because of how you can crack through the algorithm as a brand new channel. So it's like you had to collaborate with somebody famous. You had to have subscribers from somebody else that had subscribers. And that was how literally videos were distributed. Because if you had subscribers, you posted it, and then your subscriber saw it, your video got a lot of views. And the algorithm wasn't as it was today. Well, here's what's wild is this has literally changed. It's not that you shouldn't try to get subscribers, but brand new channels are breaking through the algorithm because now CTR and AVD are king. What does that stand for? Click-through rate and average view duration. It means this: a brand new channel that makes a good video. Here's a key. We just talked about it, around a topic people care about, right? A topic that an audience is passionate about. And when people see it, a few people see it and they click on it, or even if you have 10 subscribers and your subscribers click on it, and then AVD, they watch it, like watch time. They watch, not just, they don't click off in 2 seconds. They click on the video because of the title and the thumbnail, and then they keep watching once they start the video. What YouTube will do is it'll be like, even if you have 100 subscribers, or even if you have 0, they'll test it around a couple people. And if those people click on it and consume it, they'll go, people like them. So it's like, if people that like pet videos have click on a video and watch it, we're going to recommend them more pet videos. And you've probably seen how this is how it works on your homepage. Like, you're being recommended videos. And so here's why this is cool. And it's one of the new tactics to know, is because when you understand how YouTube works, you can understand the levers to pull and mastering these aspects of creating videos. And let me just illustrate this point of why you can start from absolute scratch and blow up. If you ever heard the story about Janelle Elena, she got 1.3 million subscribers in 3 weeks. 0 to 1.3 million in 3 weeks. Can you imagine that happening? And then she hit 2 million in the coming month. And she only posted 3 videos. So she came out of nowhere. She started from scratch. She only posted 3 videos, and she grew over 2 million subscribers. Today, she has over like 100 million views. And while it may appear on the surface, the uneducated critic would say, oh, she got lucky. Or they'd say, oh, it's because she's got a vibe, attractive, young Gen Z female or something like that, which, fair enough. Like, some of those things, no doubt about her, helped her grow to those numbers. But when you actually study her story, she architected every battle is won before it's even fought. She planned her approach to YouTube. She invested a lot into the crafting of her videos and the release of her first 3 videos. But watch this. Her niche, RV building, van life, solo female traveler, is that a passionate audience? You bet it is. So it wasn't just some vlogger making stuff up, just whatever. There was a plan to it. There was a strategy to it. And here's why this is a big deal. Because I'm not suggesting that you're going to grow 1.3 million subscribers in 3 weeks. But imagine just getting 10% of those results. Like, that's much more realistic, wouldn't you think? And that's crazy. If you got 10% of those results, that means you'd grow 130,000 subscribers in 3 weeks. Okay, so then imagine just getting 10% of that, because that's outrageous. That'd be 13,000 subscribers in a month. That's real. Like, we're seeing stories like that. In fact, let me illustrate with one of our students. Meet Larry. So Larry is a chartered financial analyst. He started a channel, his first video on June 9th, 2021. So not 10 years ago, literally in like the last year and a half or so. And he is in the personal finance niche. We continue to revisit these themes. Is personal finance crowded? Yeah. But is it possible to start a channel from scratch in any niche? Yes. What's your unique difference? And are you making the right videos? Are you positioning yourself properly? Do you understand the new rules of YouTube success? So he posted his first video on June 9th, 2021. He got 1,000 subscribers in 1 week. In 6 months, he grew to 53,000 subscribers, almost 1 million views, and he only posted 13 videos, and he's about to get a silver play button. Brand new channel. And let's go back. No fancy lighting, no fancy camera, no fancy anything. The key is it's the content value, not the production value. And this might be coming from the guy who has videos about the best camera for YouTube, and we'll help you with all that. And that stuff's cool. But what people want is they want the content value. And that's what Larry figured out. And so he was playing by those new rules. This is interesting. One of our students, Johnny Law, is doing like true crime, and he actually is a retired crime scene investigator himself. And in 48 hours, in 2 days, he actually pivoted his channel using one strategy from our niche finder course, combined with one strategy from our video ranking academy course. He actually pivoted his channel away from a different niche, which is interesting. It goes back to strategy number 1. You may need to pivot. And if you haven't started, it's good because we can help you build out your strategy. If you have started, we can help you refine your strategy. And if you're already going, it doesn't necessarily mean you need to change everything, but in his case, he did. And then everything changed because in 48 hours, he qualified for the YouTube Partner Program. As soon as he pivoted and posted some strategic videos following those strategies, 2 days, he qualified for the YouTube Partner Program, crossed 1 million views, grew from like 200 subscribers to 24,000 in like a month. Just crazy. So here's 3 things to master on YouTube in 2023. Number 1, you got to commit to learning and master the YouTube platform. So commit to learning and mastering the YouTube platform. This might kind of sound obvious, but literally, like I'm just saying that we would make a decision here together that you're like, okay, this is going to take some work. And I need to commit to ongoing education of figuring out how YouTube works. Obviously, we don't have the time to get into the analytics and what they're doing in the YouTube studio and understanding that. But number 1, commit to ongoing learning of the platform. 2, work on improving your videos over time. You saw my first video, which I want to encourage you. It's okay to start messy. It's okay to start poop your pants scared. It's okay to start before you're ready. In fact, that's the way we all have to start, and we have to post bad videos. The key is if I kept posting videos like my first video, I would have never got where I am. So it's just this simple discipline of saying every time I upload, I just want my next upload to be a little bit better than my last one. And if you will keep learning the platform and you will keep posting videos and improving the videos over time, then you will experience success, especially if you add number 3 and you commit to learning and mastering modern marketing. This is something that's maybe talked about a little bit less. That's like understanding how human psychology, modern marketing at a higher level, and even how do I really build a business around my YouTube channel? How do I think deeper than just trying to go viral or have a good thumbnail or like, have one breakout video? How do I really cut through the noise? These are 3 things. So make sure to capture those as we land the plane on secret number 3. Secret number 3, I can make big money with a small audience by ranking videos and using smart monetization strategies. I can make big money with a small audience by ranking videos and using smart monetization strategies. So let's get on the same page and just make sure we've defined ranking videos. So a ranked video appears in top search results on YouTube and Google, and/or continues to be suggested by the YouTube algorithm. So our definition at Think Media, there's the one thing that maybe seems simple enough. You have a question, you have a query, you type it into YouTube, and your video shows up at the top or somewhere on the first page. But ranking's really deeper than that. That's cool. But the way that the YouTube algorithm works in 2023 is whether your video shows up when someone searches something or whether it shows up simply because the viewer is expressing their intent. What does that mean? Think about what's on your YouTube homepage. And you might even open up your smartphone or a second screen, or think about what's on or maybe you just know what's on your homepage. Maybe you're afraid to share it with anybody of what's on what you can learn a lot about a person from their YouTube homepage. You know what I mean? If you ever go to an Airbnb and there's a smart TV, it's logged out. But even if an account you don't even have to be logged in. Even if an account is logged out, you can see what the person on that computer was watching last by what videos are being recommended, good, bad, or ugly. So I've been to some Airbnbs and I'm like, man, this last couple that was here was into some weird stuff. You know what I'm saying? Think about what's on your YouTube homepage. As soon as you start watching content, your viewer history influences what YouTube shows you next. This is why, think about this, why you want to be in a topic that has a passionate audience. Because if someone's obsessed with The Walking Dead or keto or sewing or homemade natural cooking or homesteading or parenting or mental health or whatever they're into, you start making that in the same niche. That's why competition is a good thing. Competition's a good thing because now if we crack the algorithm, we're making the right videos, we're mastering the platform, then YouTube suggests our videos. Write that down. I want to get my videos showing up on people's homepages. So I'm cool. I want people to I want my videos to show up when someone types in a search. I want my videos to show up on people's homepages. When we figure that out, things get really interesting. And a whopping 70% of users watch what is suggested by the YouTube algorithm. So when you tap into both search and suggested, the game changes. And then the mistake people make, though, is you don't even need a ton of views. You just start getting views. You start ranking videos. You start getting a few views coming your way. However, if you're only focusing on YouTube AdSense, monetization from YouTube when starting out, then you're in the worst case scenario at that point. So when it finally clicked for me was after I started making YouTube videos, I started to discover something amazing. And what I did was I started doing weird YouTube experiments. I told you my story. 2009, my wife almost dies. Reasons come first, results come second. I get committed to making videos. I make a bunch of bad ones. I start getting a little bit smarter. And I made a video that was an experiment called Gift Ideas for Him. And around the holidays, I just, this was on, again, a channel that didn't really have a focus yet. I learned that lesson a little bit later. But what I did figure out is how to make specific videos that earned money. And I'm going to show you how. And so one of the first videos I made was called Gift Ideas for Him. And all I did was gather things from around the house because I'm, a guy. And I was like, I have stuff that are maybe ideas. And I just went through a list and held up the stuff like a GPS from our car and some books and a watch and a power strip. It was gift ideas for him. And just shot a video on my couch. And the game-changing discovery was this. I was making YouTube videos, getting videos to rank in search, and pairing that with what's called affiliate marketing. Now, you may have heard of affiliate marketing before. I'm certain you're going to get more value on how to do it better and connect it to YouTube right now. But if you've never heard about it before, let's just get on the same page. This is what affiliate marketing is. It's when you review or recommend a product online and you earn a commission when someone purchases that product. So I made a video called Gift Ideas for Him. And I wasn't really reviewing. I kind of was recommending ideas, even not even a specific product, really. Just you could get something like this, or something like this. Oh, cool. It doesn't have to be the thing I was talking about, just the category, really. And if someone clicks my link and purchases something, then I get paid. Now you might be thinking, okay, is this like a pyramid scheme? No. This is actually really, really cool. And it's a way to make it a win-win-win-win scenario. It's not a scam. It doesn't make the price weird. It's nothing weird. It's actually pretty awesome. Here's my definition. Affiliate marketing is a cool way to make money sharing the products you love and use. Like the stuff you would recommend to your friends, your family, like people you love. And it doesn't make the products cost more. It just means that you as a creator get paid a commission for kind of being in the middle, right? There's somebody that didn't know this website existed, didn't know this product existed. You make a YouTube video about it. They click your link. And so here's how it works. You could sign up for a program like Amazon Associates. And Amazon's a really good one. You can sign up in the US. There's also Amazon in Mexico, Brazil, India, Spain, Italy, China, Canada, Japan, France, Germany, United Kingdom. But there's also a lot of other programs. Sometimes people are like, maybe I can't get into Amazon here. It's not relevant. Here's the good news. There's affiliate programs for like everything. Software is a really big one. There's huge opportunities in software, but like Dick's Sporting Goods, Bass Pro Shop, Nordstrom, Target, Walmart, all the makeup brands. There's, Sephora, Ulta, but there's also like affiliate networks, Share a Sale, JVZoo, ClickBank, R Style. And inside of these networks, there's like 66,000 retailers. So in all the different niches, prepping, clothes, makeup, contact lenses, supplements, biohacking stuff, Dr. Eye Health, car parts, like in all the different Lowe's, Home Depot. So don't worry too much about it now in terms of which affiliate program is best for you. But no matter what your niche is, this is a cool way you can start making money, no matter even if you're just starting. So what happens is once you sign up for the affiliate program, you can then start creating trackable links and then put those links in your YouTube description. And if somebody clicks on that link, you make money. Oh, you sign up at any one of those websites. They then give you like a login page where you can then create a link so they know you referred the person. You put that link in your description. If someone clicks on it and buys something, you get paid. And so in my gift ideas for him experiment, I'm sitting there, posted the video, and you can see here in the description, there's the Amazon link to actually a wish list of all the things. So I just put all the things I mentioned in one wish list. And if someone clicked that link, then anything they purchased, I got paid on. And I will never forget my first ever affiliate payment that I made on November 2nd, 2010. Drum roll, please. So I do this strategy. I post my video. I'm figuring this stuff out. I am ready to make it rain like a hurricane and pay all my bills. There it is. I made $2.12. Let's just clap it up right there for the first $2. Now, you might be like, Sean, give me a break, bro. Like you said, how to make 6 figures in a month. Well, hang on, because obviously that's not 6 figures, but you ask like, how'd you feel when I got that first amount of money? I was ready to click my heels like a leprechaun. So there's something about thinking big in small places. There's something about thinking big with a small channel. And I was like, I just made $2.12 more than my neighbors made online. And although I can only pay for 1/3 of my venti double shot ad whip peppermint mocha at, Starbucks, barely even covers like, the drink. I was like, this is proof of concept, because as soon as you make one of our first goals, here's my first goal with you, especially if you're starting from scratch, is not to how to help you go from 0 to 6 figures. My first goal is to help you go from 0 to $1. There's a good book called 0 to 1. It's 0 to 1 customer. My first goal for you as a business owner, a service provider, is to help you go from your first, if you haven't started building your online business or getting online sales or online clients, is to get you 1 client, because then we can multiply it. So if we go from 2, because I was like, my next question, I was losing my mind. I was like, this is freaking amazing. I just made money on the internet. Like I made money from home. So then I was like, okay, how do I multiply it? How do I turn 2 into 20 to 200 to 20,000? How do I scale this up? And so as I started to dial in these strategies, I also started to get more focused on actually my greatest strength. I told you I had been doing videos since 2003. So that's when I got more focused on Think Media and realized, okay, my experience is in cameras and lighting and tech. That's my background. Made a video called Best Camera for YouTube, 224,000 views. Things began to scale up. And remember the one strategy. I create search-based videos. People were looking for gift ideas for him. Best camera for YouTube. I create search-based videos around proven and profitable topics. So that was how I ultimately was able to turn my passion into profit. I've been doing video, I had started my photography and video business. I actually took out a loan and invested all this money to get my business started to buy cameras and lenses. And then I was like, I don't just have to get paid when I go do work. I can make passive income from these tools that I invested in by creating videos about them on the internet. And so, here's right at the end of 2022, a screenshot of about a month. Yeah, like 30 days on Amazon. I made $29,503 from just the Amazon Associates program. But here's what's wild today. At Think Media, we're now a part of over 100 affiliate programs. No hype, no hyperbole. And I have a warning for you. I do not recommend you sign up for 100 affiliate programs today. That's not your first move. But as things evolve, there is so much opportunity, even if you don't see it yet, to find the right ways to serve your audience, create the videos you want to make, monetize them from things you probably don't even know exist yet, or opportunities you can't quite see. Everything's going to e-commerce, online shopping, people shopping online. And so that's essentially what this is, right? And this is just one. It's the tip of the iceberg of what we've been doing at Think Media. Now, obviously, these results are not typical. I'm going to break down a few specific examples and systems that are getting huge results right now, but these results are certainly not typical. And the average person who attends a training like this gets 0 results because I can't control the amount of action you're willing to take. However, I'm happy to show you exactly what's working for me and for our students for free. And I just want to remind you, this is not for get rich quick people, but this does work if you work it and you put in the effort. That's why CNBC made that mini documentary about me, because about how talking about products, doing different tutorials, I was able to generate $40,000. And I want to give a disclaimer. You don't have to be like a product review channel. There's 16 different types of videos we teach inside of our Video Reiki Academy, some of which are what we call RSP, review specific products, which is relevant for you watching this. Like, I promise you, it should be one of the pieces of your strategy because it adds value. Like, you just ask yourself, what would somebody who is passionate about this this industry, this topic, what are something they're shopping for online that they would actually like if they saw a video about it or comparing two products or educating them about something, that they'd be into it. Like, when you do it right, it actually makes the viewer happy, gets you subscribers. And this is also the best way to start earning money, especially early on. So here's another affiliate program that just in like a month brings in $3,837. And the reason this is so important is because and we're going to land the plane on, I want you to see the vision of why starting a YouTube channel in 2023 is so important. Creating search-based videos connected to these income streams, like affiliate marketing, is when you post a video once, but that video continues to get views for 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, and even 10 years. I have videos today that are still getting views and making money from multiple income streams that are over 10 years old. That creates what's called true passive income. And some people hate on passive income, but the power of creating real passive income from affiliate marketing is, and this is why it was a dream for me, is I told you a little bit about my story, is you could focus on the things that matter most, right? And so for me, it's getting to focus on my family. Just as an update, with my wife, through a lot of prayer and through medical treatments, it's been wild to see her. She eventually got what's called a gastric stimulator. So it's like a pacemaker. For some people have it for their heart. It's for your stomach because it helps your stomach digest. We discovered she has what's called gastroparesis. So through medical treatments and through a lot of years, she is thriving, and it's been so encouraging to kind of see the miracle. We also didn't believe we'd be able to start a family. And so that's been wild. We had our firstborn 2.5 years ago, Sean Bradley. And so that vision, and I want to call you back to reasons come first, results come second, was the fuel that kept me going to make the mistakes, to post videos. That one didn't do good, post another one. And that vision I had in the hospital room to design a business around our lifestyle so that ultimately, we could have freedom. I heard it said that being rich is having money, but being wealthy is having time. Right. And so being able to do what you want, when you want, where you want, with the people that matter most to you. We just welcomed our second born. Our first, we were blown away by God's goodness that we had a child, because we didn't even think we'd be able to have a family. Doctors are mystified to this day. There was literally our UCLA and LA, we'd fly in. The doctor was like, wait a minute, you had a baby, as our gastroenterologist. Like, just crazy to see the miracles. And then we had another one, and now now we have no sleep. And that's why this class is going long, but I got more value for you, ultimately. And so there's our little John Steven. And so I know I promised you this, and I want to get you a few more tactical things about ways to earn money on YouTube and to tap into these passive income streams. And I promised you how I earn over $100,000 without YouTube ad revenue. And I want to encourage you, like, again, imagine doing 10% of that. Imagine doing 10K a month. Imagine having an extra 1 to 2K a month. It's super practical. I know maybe other people in this industry or whatever, that's kind of weird, has people you see online and people who do ads. Maybe we fall into that category, but it's like, it gets into so much hype. And what I just hate the hype, but I love, it's like not get rich quick, but it is like get rich slow, brick by brick, investing, passive income, building. So how does it all work? Well, here's some examples. I mean, first of all, AdSense can get really good. And so we're approaching about $500,000 a year in ad revenue on Think Media. So that is cool, that as you do this over time, eventually your channel can get monetized. And if you build a bigger channel, there can be some serious money that is generated there. But the myth is that I actually need 1 million subscribers to make real money on YouTube. And the truth is, it's not true. The truth is, you only need 1,000 true fans. This is probably the most important part of the class. So I want you to do a little bit of math with me and just, pull out a fresh piece of paper, hit your journal, and let's talk about 1,000 true fans. Because again, people think you need a silver play button. This is why you don't. And what's a true fan? It doesn't mean 1,000 subscribers. It's probably for sure more than 1,000 subscribers, because a true fan, let's go back to the super fans. Like, if you love the Backstreet Boys or New Kids on the Block or the Spice Girls or En Vogue, and like, if they put a new album out, you bought it. If they put out some merch or you went to their concert, you bought the shirt. If they, you bought the tickets to the concert. Like, you were a super fan. There may be somebody online, you always buy their books. If it's a DLC, you buy every DLC for a game. Like, you're a fan of the thing, right? So if someone is a super fan of you, you may have practically 4,000, 5,000 subscribers. But a portion of those people, like, if you do something cool, and it could be you launch a t-shirt, it could be you launch an education product, it could be just whatever you recommend, they click on the affiliate link, they use your referral code, right? The way the 1,000 true fans thing works, and this is why so many of our Video Raking Academy students are crushing it, is because if you've got 1,000 true fans and you can generate $100 each in a year, so you have 12 months, you're uploading videos once a week, twice a month, once a month, doing some stuff on social media, answering some comments, you're doing your thing, and you can generate $100. And I'm going to show you different ways that money could be made up. I mean, maybe it's some affiliate link clicks, maybe it's some different things, but just follow the math with me. That is $100,000 in a year. And you only need 1,000 true fans. Not 1 million subscribers, not 100,000 subscribers. This is why channels that in our community that have 5,000 subs, less than 5,000 subs, are crushing it financially. And this is what makes Think Media different than anybody else out there, because everyone's saying go viral and like make a certain type of video. And there's different ways to approach this. But what I love about our methodology is it's practical. And when you do the math now, and let's just cut that in half. So if you go, well, Sean, I don't know if it might take me a while to build that. Fair enough. All right. So what if you had 500 true fans? You built up to that, then you have 50 grand. Or what if it was $50 each and you had 1,000 true fans? Like, you can slice the numbers in so many different ways to make this practical. And how would you do it? Well, we talked about affiliate marketing. Remember Dadverb? So people clicking on his links for the Dania strollers or the different strollers, there's affiliate marketing. This is Mary's Nest. She joined Video Reiki Academy. She had never posted a video. She actually went through the entire course before she posted a video. Then she just did everything step by step. And now she's almost to 1 million subscribers. To be more accurate, I think she's around 800,000. So she will be getting her gold play button. She lives in a rural town in Texas and 65, loving life, sharing her bone broth, sourdough recipes. It's a wild story. And one of the things she does is she does affiliate marketing, another way to look at it. But it's kind of cool because you look at how she's doing it, you think about what's the opportunity here? Here's her Amazon shop. She's got her favorite kitchen tools, pots and skillets, her aprons, her canning bookshelf, emergency preparedness. And this is all within her focus. Remember, whether it's her mock milk stuff, her home garden collection, homesteader collection, variety pack over here. This is a different website. Remember, I was talking about how many different things. So homesteader seed collection, 50 heirloom seed packets. She's an affiliate for this niche website you've probably never heard of, but it's perfect for her, right? And so she's got US Wellness Meats. Use her link and you could get 15% off your order. She's got mason jars, bread. So that's what I want you to see is she also could launch her own products. Some of our other students have. So Nicole, you met her. She's created online courses on tummy time, weaning essentials, foundations of feeding. Sean Chandler, well, how do I do this in entertainment? Well, he did Audible trials. Every time someone signs up for an Audible trial, he was like, hey, you've been watching Stephen King's It, the movie? You should get the book. You can actually get it for free. Listen to the audiobook through Audible. And guess what? Amazon pays you $5 if someone just signs up for a free trial. Just to sign up for the free trial, Amazon's like $5 if someone signs up for a free trial. So you talk about affiliate marketing being like, the viewer just got a free book. They're now pumped because they watched the movies. Now they're listening to the book. You told them about that. He made thousands of dollars. I actually ran into him at an event, one of our Video Reiki Academy students, and he came up and I was like, how'd you do it? Because he's talking about movies and all this other stuff. And then he was like, yeah, this was one of the strategies that I did that generated thousands of dollars was I was like, hey, you should listen to the book. It's great. You may not like to read. And just from getting that $5 commission plus like $10 if they go pro and like 50 cents or $1 every time they do this. So it compounds as he made a video called All Three It Movies Ranked. And that's another one. I mean, monthly memberships. You met Ben. So you're subscribed to where you could go deeper in learning about intermittent fasting, getting your health right. Or you could even create like your own product. So this is Mike from Stone Coat Countertops. He had a brick and mortar business in originally, and eventually he sold it, but he was doing epoxy countertops. So what he did was he made free videos and gave away all his information free of how to do epoxy countertops. But if you wanted to get the epoxy countertop kits so you could follow along in his videos, then you could go to his website, buy the kits for $50, $90. And then eventually he was getting brand deals and affiliates. And so every example and what this model eventually becomes is a lot of times you're going to have 5, 6, 7, 8 different income streams. Like they all start to compact together. And then it also could just be leads and clients. I mean, this is Andrew Finney. We met him. He's doing real estate. And so, we were actually laughing about this video because kind of like my first video, everything in this video is wrong. Meaning what? Like, meaning you should frame the video up. If you look at the screen right now, I'm pretty well framed. It's pretty crispy shot. I'm right here. Like, you don't want to be right here. Like, you don't want to center your face right here. So that's like mistake number 1 that he made, right? Mistake number 2 is he's shooting on a $22 baked potato. You know what I mean? Like, this is the worst camera. Mistake number 3 is, his arms were at his side the whole time and his energy wasn't that great, kind of like my first video. But make no mistake, I'm not putting this video down. Why? Because it's about the content value, not the production value. If you could see this small gray number on screen, this video has 269,000 views. He's making multiple 6 figures per year as a real estate agent because it's about adding value, helping people, being yourself but knowing the right strategies and talking about the right topics. Since then, his videos have gotten better, but you'd be shocked by how much success you can have. Even if you don't have the best camera, it's not what matters. Even if you don't position the frame right, it's not what matters. Even if your energy's not, like, it's wild. And again, whether you might not even want to do affiliate marketing. There's no need. You could get leads and clients if you have a pre-existing business. So I want you to write down, what did you like best from this training? What was one of your aha moments? And let's recap the strategy. The one strategy was create search-based videos around proven and profitable topics, and then strategically align those videos with a powerful business model. Huge key. When you're making those proven and profitable topics, it's not about the one-off video. It's what is the bigger channel focus? What is the strategy? What is the plan? What's the business model so that I can actually make this thing financially successful? And now I know we've gone through a lot of information over the last 86 minutes. I know we've gone long, and I just wanted to make sure you got a ton of value. But I did mention about obviously we've only scratched the surface here, right? And in the last 86 minutes, we've just literally touched the tip of the iceberg, because you might be wondering, like, how do I set this up right? How do I build my confidence on camera? What about thumbnails and titles? What about video optimization? What are the different money-making strategies, and how do you set each one of those up? And so I mentioned that we are doing a limited special offer on our coaching program right now with some extra bonuses that are coming with this. And so I've created something special to accelerate your success on YouTube. And if you want to take advantage of this web class special, because you're watching this web class during this limited replay that we're doing, if you go to joinvra.com, we're not just offering a special sale on our program Video Ranking Academy, but we're including some extra bonuses on our camera confidence course, our video creation made simple workshop. And if you give me just a few minutes, I'm sure you have some questions about this. And so I'll break everything down. And the summary is this: how do you like the idea of having everything you need to start and grow a YouTube channel that makes money all in one place? And so that's what this program is all about. And the first and foundational piece of this is what we've been really talking about in this class. It's called Video Ranking Academy. This is our premier YouTube group coaching program and community. It's an online course, and it's the proven system for ranking your videos, growing your audience, and turning views into income with YouTube. I'm sure you already can imagine and you feel that YouTube can be confusing. So inside of Video Ranking Academy, there are all of the clarity and the answers that you're looking for. And our goal is to get your views ranked #1 in search or being suggested by the YouTube algorithm. And so, of course, I've done this personally, but you may wonder, does this work right now in 2023? Does this work for someone just starting out or for someone who doesn't have any experience? And the answer is yes. And you've heard many stories. We have countless stories. In fact, if you go to joinvra.com, you can see many of these of the different students' stories ranking videos. You know, we have Dr. iHealth. You met Joey, Andrew doing real estate, Heather doing homeschool. You've got Jennifer with sewing report, Benji doing cooking, plants and Lucia. This is Becky Park on Poshmark. After about a year in VRA, she was doing thrifting, Poshmark, Plato's Closet, reselling. She got almost 1 million views and grew 8,400 subscribers. This is Sandra. The cool thing about her channel is from VRA, she generated 6 million video views after implementing these strategies. But the thing I want you to take note of is that her channel's in Spanish. Titles in Spanish. She speaks Spanish in the videos. So people wonder, does this work in other languages, not just English? And the answer is yes, it works in every language when you follow this system. And I think the important thing to know is that it is a system. What's included is you get instant access to our 7-step YouTube success system, and you get the ultimate Video Ranking Academy workbook. Now, to be clear, it's a PDF download, but what a lot of our students do is they actually print the workbook out. So it's an 80-page workbook. So if you can follow the steps, if you can watch the videos one at a time, and they're bite-sized, digestible, they range from anywhere from 7 minutes to some of them around 30 minutes. And so you can take them one at a time, or you could go through it crazy, or you can just go through a video a week or whatever you want to do, as well as combining with your learning the PDF workbook. You can print it out, fill out the worksheets. And what we're working is this 7-step YouTube success system. And if you can follow the system, you can get results on YouTube. And it's really designed, it's a curriculum, so you can take it at whatever pace you're comfortable with clear and easy to understand videos, checklists, and trainings that will transform you into a YouTube expert and help you build a YouTube channel that you're proud of. You also get access to our private Video Ranking Academy Facebook group. And for many, this alone is worth the investment into the program, because you have a community where you can get quality answers fast, industry updates, connecting with other entrepreneurs, content creators, and influencers. And we have inside of this group what's called our never fall off accountability system. Because you might be wondering, what if I don't stick with this? I see that it works. I see that the opportunity is real on YouTube this year, but I also wonder if I will stick with this. Well, we are obsessed with holding you accountable. And so we do Milestone Monday and Tube Tuesday and Future Friday. And this is our never fall off accountability system. And in addition, we do monthly VRA shows where you'll be learning from other VRA students, sharing their secrets. We do different hangouts in the group, tips and YouTube news and behind the scenes. And it's a very encouraging community. Like, imagine the feeling of being surrounded by encouraging people that are pursuing their goals together. That is the community experience inside of the group. And so if you're watching this class on the watch page, to see this special offer, you could click the button that says, click here to learn more about Video Ranking Academy. And on that page, you also will see Mary's story and Joey's story, as well as different stories. Because you may be wondering, would this work for my particular channel topic? You may have, there's an FAQ on the page. Definitely check it out, or just go to joinvra.com and you'll see all of the details. But I'm sure you're wondering, what's the investment to get in? Well, a couple ways to think about this is, one, you could try to figure this out on your own. And that takes trial and error. That takes time. You know about all the mistakes I made. The big value of this program is a question that I have for you. And that's just, do you value your time? If you go it alone, try to figure it out on your own, try to figure it all out, it just takes time. And you will probably go make the wrong decisions for 3 months or 6 months, and you lost 6 months. And so some people say time is money, because you can avoid the trial and error, avoid the mistakes, avoid the missed opportunity of creating videos today that will earn you passive income tomorrow. And so this course is really priceless. If you value your time, then this is a no-brainer investment. Secondly, you could invest in, of course, college or university, and that's a $35,000 to $55,000 investment on like a video or digital marketing degree. But ultimately, you're going to get general and not specialized information. You're probably going to learn from a professor who doesn't have over 3 million subscribers, hasn't built an 8-figure business, whatever. And the problem is, though, like, that's like $50K a year. In fact, I got hit with an ad for Las Vegas College. They hit me with an ad on Instagram to get a digital marketing associate's degree, and not even room and board, like $50,000 to be a part of classes like Introduction to Human Resources, Ethics, and Social Responsibility. Now, those all sound like cool things, but also the cool thing about Video Ranking Academy is we're not going to waste your time. You're going to learn the necessary steps and the necessary system, and you're going to pay 1/50th of this price during this special sale. But just again, where else would you get this information? Not even here. And it's way overpriced here. And honestly, Video Ranking Academy is worth 5 times this. That's what our students have told us, right? But we have a special offer. And then finally, and just letting you know the different things we have in our company right now, a one-on-one personal coaching day with me is $24,000. I've got 2 private clients right now. It's very limited spots. And if you're interested in that, don't hesitate to reach out to our company. But I share this with you because what do I teach my one-on-one clients? I teach them Video Ranking Academy, literally what you will get inside of this program. So when you add up the core modules, the VRA workbook, checklists, and process maps, the private Facebook group, you can see that it's easily valued at over $5,500. And our retail price is $3,997 on my website, SeanCannell.com. If you want the best price, don't go there. You want to click the link or go to Join VRA. But this also isn't hype. And you may have seen a class like this before, like, oh, it's just inflated numbers to just, no, we have a special offer for you, but I was just at a business event in Miami and someone came up to me and they go, I joined your program. It's completely changed our business. It's the best $4,000 I've ever spent. So people don't hesitate when they understand that this system works. They've seen the success stories, they've seen the results that people from all different ages, backgrounds, and niches get. And so it's a steal at $4,000. But during this class, we have a special offer for you to get into Video Reiki Academy for as little as one payment of $97 plus an additional 11 payments of $97. So what we've done is we've given you the option to do a payment plan over a year's time so that you can start learning this information, get connected to our community, start getting the momentum and the results, and start generating passive income, but pay off your membership over a year's time. Now, there's no hidden fees or extra charges, or there's also a pay in full option where you can save even more. And at this point, during this class, and this is one of the bonuses I'll tell you about in a second, but this is also lifetime access. And I'll share in just a second how that's going away, but it's not like 97 in the second year or whatever. You can either pay your membership off over a year's time, or you can do one payment. Either way, you'll get access to this course so you can start getting results right now on YouTube and start building a channel you're proud of and a channel that makes money. Simply Sherry says, my affiliate income grew 600% in 1 month because of VRA. Amar says in less than 10 days, VRA has already paid for itself because new students have found my content on YouTube and scheduled private training with me. Trevor said 2 weeks into the course and I've already done $2,000 in affiliate commissions. That's profit from my videos. Jen DeVore was at 546 subscribers. She's got more than that now, but she does attraction marketing tips for entrepreneurs. This is like our dream. We want to help you get that silver play button. And we got untold amounts of stories. In fact, people wonder, how are you measuring your mission of helping people succeed on YouTube? We have a Monday.com board, which is like an admin software. We have a thread in our Slack channel. One of the things you get access to is we have a faculty here at Think Media that's obsessed with your success. It's not a one-man show anymore. I started by myself, maybe just like you, hustling from the ground up. But today, we literally have a team of people committed to your success and committed to helping our students win. And so we love the channels that are growing big. But Jen DeVore had 546 subscribers. And she sent us an email. She said, I just did an $11,000 week thanks to VRA. And she said, I want to thank you for putting together such a wonderful program. This is possible because of what I've learned and implemented in Video Ranking Academy. $11,000 in 1 week with less than 1,000 subscribers. That's why I want to encourage you, your business plan, your money plan. Every battle is won before it's even fought. We don't just run out, hope I go viral, run into the battle, shooting some videos, just seeing what works. You could try that, but that's why so many people stay stuck and frustrated. So if you value your time, then this program is for you. Go to joinvra.com and you can get access to not only the special price, but also some special web class bonuses. And so we have some programs that we sell separately, but that we are including in no extra charge in this special offer to honor your time being a part of this web class and to also just give you holistically, literally everything you need to become a YouTube expert and to crush it this year. And the first bonus is our camera confidence course. This is all about building on-camera confidence and even practical stuff like hair, makeup, background, showing up and getting into a confident mindset. Because you might be wondering, like, what if I suck at this? Or you might see this working for others, but not for yourself. Confidence is a big deal. And you may go, I don't need that. Well, cool. This is not going to cost you any extra money, but this might be the key to getting you over yourself and over fear and over some of the hurdles that are holding you back. And just imagine when your friends and family members see a whole new you because of your next level of confidence. You're also going to get our YouTube starter kit, which is like, this is all about speed. You might say, Sean, I'm busy. Like, how long is this going to take? And the truth is, Video Reiki Academy is like a YouTube college. I think it's 70 videos now, and we continue to add to it. You also get updates to it. Not only did we re-record it recently, it's been re-recorded like 4 times. So this is not like an outdated course. So not only do you get it, and it's a very powerful curriculum, but you're investing in something that you're going to build on over this next year. Now, some people just rush through it, but you can take it at your own pace. The reason we wanted to give you our YouTube starter kit as well is so you can get fast results, because this is a power packed digital asset bundle of downloads, like our 51 video making video ideas or our 15 best YouTube title formulas, our thumbnails training. And so this is just quick. I just want to get quick wins. I don't want to actually figure out how this all works yet. I'm just going to copy off of these digital downloads the next video I should make, how I should make money with it, and what I should title it, and how I should do the thumbnail. You're going to love this. This is a $679 value, but it's just included in this bundle today at no extra charge. We also have monthly private group Q&A sessions, so you can get your questions answered. These happen once a month inside of the private Facebook group. Just one of these is valued at $497. And so over a year's time, it's almost a $6,000 value of getting access to myself and the Think Media faculty, answering your questions, getting to connect with like-minded leaders, keeping the momentum going. You're also going to get our Niche Finder course. If all you got was this, it's been shocking the stories we've been getting that this is the lives being changed, businesses being shifted, people having their unlock light bulb moment, because we talked a lot in this training about the power of getting focused and the power of creating that plan of like, how do you position your channel? What if I need to pivot it or reposition it? And this isn't even just for beginners. If you're like, I'm just not sure what my thing is. If you need that, this course has you. But the second part of this course is my advanced cut through the noise branding and marketing strategies. And at this point in my career, I'm working with different people that are doing 8, 9 figures in their business, coaching on video and branding and whatnot. So you get any access to that information for, again, how do you stand out in a sea of sameness? How do you stand out in a crowded marketplace? You're going to love this. Again, no extra charge. And that's included as well. And we're all about speed. If you're like, yo, I just want that fast track, you get our PDF download included with Niche Finder on the 101 most profitable niches on YouTube. So you can look through that, see what resonates with you. So you can pick a topic that's aligned with your passion, but that'll also get you to profit, earning money as quick as possible. And you're also going to get our video creation made simple workshop. What's the difference about this, Sean? What are all these other things? Well, this is all about the tech side. You might have a fear of the gear, overwhelm when it comes to lighting, cameras, microphones, and kind of the technical aspect of things. So this is just going, what video editing software should I use, or should I hire an editor? This solves that problem for you. And so when you add up Video Ranking Academy and the private group and Camera Confidence and the starter kit and Niche Finder and the Q&A sessions, the video creation made simple workshop, you can see this is a $12,431 value. But you're not going to pay that today, right? We have over 90% off by offering you that payment plan, and you could pay $97 over a total of 12 months. Or there's the one pay option where you can pay $997 and save over 90% off. But either case, you get access to this material, which you can take at your own pace. And this special offer is at joinvra.com. But the last thing I want you to know about is just a couple special limited bonuses that on this class, like we're going to leave this replay up for a very limited time. But we change these up. We take these down. Like things are always moving here. And I know you've spent a lot of time if you're still watching this class. And so we like to hook you up to honor you for being here and spending time with us and considering this offer. And we just want to massively over deliver and give you as much value as possible, and also make sure you have everything you need. And one of those things that especially is happening in 2023 is YouTube Shorts. And so you're also going to get our YouTube Shorts Masterclass. So you can learn how to leverage vertical video and quickly grow your channel and get more views. It's a 90-minute masterclass. We're recording it a couple times this year, so you can be there live if you want, but it'll also be recorded for your convenience. YouTube Shorts just hit 50 billion views a day. And so this is one of the biggest opportunities and one of the coolest ways. If you feel a little overwhelmed with creating videos, all you need is a smartphone. They're blowing up on YouTube, and you're going to learn some specific strategies for earning money with YouTube Shorts, for creating YouTube Shorts when you have limited time. If all you got was this in terms of getting the momentum on your channel, that would be worth the investment today. But you're getting so much more. And so, and then finally, I mentioned, but you're going to be getting lifetime access. And this is a limited bonus. We're doing some restructuring at Think Media right now. We're evolving this program. And as you can see, you might be like, Sean, it doesn't seem like it adds up. Meaning like you're giving so much value in this offer. Yeah, it's underpriced. I mean, it just is. Like it Las Vegas College is charging people $50,000 for 1 year. And this should be $100,000 truly. And you might be like, that sounds weird, sounds salesy. That's not even the energy I'm coming with. It's just true. Like I've spent some time in college. I went to community college for a while and I was like, what am I even doing? Like, what am I learning? What relevance does this have? As I was sitting through some English as I was getting my associates and finishing, I was sitting through different things and respect to all the different disciplines. But like the tactical marketing, online business, YouTube training, the skill sets you're going to be developing and learning in all of this, you get lifetime access to this. The reason this is limited is because we can't offer this forever. Netflix doesn't have lifetime access. Hulu doesn't have lifetime access because they keep creating original programming. So I want to encourage you, this program, these programs and Video Ranking Academy continues to be updated. You're going to be locking in lifetime access to the online courses in the private Facebook group. And you can get the peace of mind to take this material at your own pace because you might be in a busy season. This is the time to lock in this special sale. So you have all of this, but then there's no pressure. So you can take the material at your own pace. So when you add up Video Reiki Academy, the private group, Camera Confidence, the starter kit, the Q&A sessions, Niche Finder, the Shorts Masterclass, lifetime access, this is a $12,728 value. And that's a hard cost for just the raw value of all of this material. But obviously you're getting 90% off of that. And so, and this limited offer is only available during this limited replay of this class. And so the last thing I want you to just know about is our 100% satisfaction Think Media guarantee, because our promise to you is that inside of this program, you're going to be able to save years of testing and experimenting. I've invested over $200,000 in learning and courses and education, masterminds, assimilating not just the work I've done, but also the education. You're consolidating that. If you value your time, you value speed, and you're like, yeah, I don't probably need another pair of shoes, or, I could skip on, some of these expenses that are unnecessary to invest in assets, for a season that are going to help me make money, build a legacy, and to get all of the thousands of hours of study I've put in to lock in this enrollment price. And here's what our guarantee is. We have a 100% 30-day money back guarantee. And what that means is that whether it's 29 minutes from now or 29 days from now, if you're not happy, I'm not happy. So for any reason whatsoever, if you want your money back, you can get it, because I only want to keep your money if you're happy. And the truth is, you can only make a guarantee like this if you're absolutely certain that what you have is the real deal. And man, this has been my life's work. Now it's our team's collective intelligence put into this program, and then the love of our team that just wants you to win. And that's here to serve you and help you. And so we've removed all risk to give you this offer at joinvra.com. So you could check it out, and you have a full 30 days to just say if it's not quite what you thought it was, or if you just aren't happy. That's literally our standard, because my confidence is that this is going to exceed your expectations, and that you're going to be blown away and be like, this is the best investment I've ever made. I believe this will be the best investment you make in yourself, in your business, in your future, in your education, in learning new skills that are critical for a new decade, where there's so much disruption with what's happening in the markets and economy. The most valuable skill right now is storytelling, video, online marketing, online business, e-commerce, and all of those things come together in this program, Video Ranking Academy. And so if you go to joinvra.com, you can take advantage of this special offer. Again, this is limited. As soon as we pull this class down, this offer goes away. So I want to encourage you, make the smart move. If you're serious about YouTube and you value your time, then join myself and the Think Media team inside of this special offer for Video Ranking Academy. and I look forward to seeing you inside the program. And I want to thank you for being here. I'm going to welcome Mel back on. I know we have some other things to do. We're at 2 hours and 4 minutes, and so Mel's not laughing over here, knowing that the target of 60 minutes with like 20 to tell you about VRA turned into 2 hours. So, I mean, hey.
I mean, it was a great class, Sean, and we definitely have a lot of people echoing that in the chat. Really helpful information. So, the real ones are still here after 2 hours. We've got almost 300 people still hanging out with us. So you guys are awesome. And thank you, Sean, for pouring out all that info over the last little bit here. I do want to take some time to answer some questions. But we are going to actually announce a giveaway right now. So I know all of you guys have been waiting. You were asking about it in the chat. We are going to announce the giveaway of that live streaming kit. And so what we need to do to announce that winner. We need some drum roll emojis in the chat right now. I already see Thomas has got it. Circle H Scuba. We've got to, oh, here we go. We need a few more. Thomas is holding it down right now with the drum roll. There we go. Diane, Cooking with Singles, got some Running Geek Girl. There it is. T Formula. All right. The winner of the live streaming kit is Steve C. Steve, congratulations. Congratulations. You not only were honored with the drum roll of a tripod and a ruler, but you also...
It's like 4 drumsticks.
You got four drumsticks, Steve. But you're also going to get a live streaming kit. Congratulations. Love this aha moment. It's that you need to make searchable videos, not viral videos, and to go for longevity. That's such a great takeaway. It's really going to help you with sustainability. And so all you need to do in order to claim that prize, Steve, is head to thinkmediasupport.com. Let our team know what you won and where, and we'll be able to get that out to you. So congratulations. And with that, we are going to jump into some quick questions. We're going to go through this real fast. I do have a few questions from just about VRA, so I want to knock those out really quick. Chrissy Walker, congratulations. Welcome to the VRA fam. George, welcome to the VRA fam. So excited to have you guys. If you've also joined, let me know in the chat. Would love to shout you out as well. Miniature World is saying, do we need to renew our membership after the first year? So if you join this program with our payment plan, then you're going to be making 12 payments. And after the end of that 12 payments, you are done. You now have lifetime access. There are no additional payments or fees. That is just an incredible perk of joining, as Sean said, during this time while we are still offering that lifetime membership. And so whether you use the single pay option or the multi-pay, you'll have access to everything, and you will also not have to make any more payments after those payments are complete. The single pay option does come with one bonus course. We just give like one little extra thing to people who do decide to lock in that single pay, and you get a little bit of a discount as well. But otherwise, there isn't any difference between the single and the multi-pay. So definitely recommend the single pay if you're able. But if not, you are not missing out on any of the bonuses that Sean talked about on today's class. So definitely jump in on that. And then a couple people are asking if they could pay off the payment plan early if they need to, and you can. You just have to talk to our team in order to do that. It's me, Mrs. Doe, saying, so looking forward to the offer. Yay, I'm so excited to see you in there. All right. I see Dat Cajun saying, do we get the extra bonuses if we sign up tomorrow? Yes. So this special bonus bundle is available until Monday. And so you guys will have the opportunity to jump in with these special bonuses up until that time. Cindy F saying, just joined. Welcome, Cindy. So excited to see you inside of the hashtag VRA fam. We're not just trying to be cheesy when we say the VRA fam. It truly feels like a family having all these people join. You see a bunch of VRA members in the chat right now. We know each other's names. We know each other a lot about each other just from being in this community together. And so it's definitely does feel like a fam in so many ways. So excited to have you in there. The live Q&As happen typically between 9 to 5 Pacific time. But we do offer replays of every live stream that we do because we understand people are on different time zones. And so you'll be able to catch a replay. And we do try to do them at different times throughout the day, again, to accommodate people with different schedules and different time zones. So all those live streams are incredible. You literally get a weekly live stream with the team right now, and it's either Q&As, it's tips, some whatever the latest thing is that we're learning or testing on YouTube. You get to hear from other people in different niches and how they're applying VRA principles. So it's really incredible. The replay of this class will be available until Monday as well. So this offer, along with the replay, will be available until next Monday, but I definitely recommend not putting it off until then because I promise you will forget. And so definitely jump in as soon as you can. And we don't have any additional coupon codes with this offer. It does have a coupon code box there. It's just something that it's just there, but we already gave you the discounted price on this page, so you don't have to worry about it. This is awesome. This is so cool. Join VRA last month, already got 52 subs and 3.5 views. That's so exciting. On your mom's channel. Wow, that's awesome. Your mom is lucky to have you helping her out. Okay, so Sean, I do have just a quick YouTube question. We're going to get through a couple of these. I see your guys' questions in the chat, so go ahead and post them and we'll get through as many as we can. But some rapid fire here. Awkward Lynn saying, how can a gaming channel focus on question-based videos?
Awkward Lynn, great question. And this is also, we have our successful VRA students really have a big unlock, because it seems at first that this like doesn't work for gaming, because you think, oh, it's like more entertaining, it's more like playthroughs, but you probably have noticed how competitive gaming is. There's really two opportunities on YouTube. There's entertainment and there's education. And the entertainment side, it's like, how do I become a viral musician? It's like, well, you got to have a viral hit song. And how do I become a famous, charismatic streamer? Well, it's going to be actually a select few that do that. And if you've got the chops to do that, even still, most of people, they work up to it. They develop their charisma, they develop their skill set. But so many people stay stuck and frustrated if they're just trying to do, like, again, playthroughs or whatever, and just be funny and entertaining. Those things can all help. But here's where I encourage people to shift their mindset from entertainment to education. And when you switch to education and you tap into Video Ranking Academy, you start making videos that, again, whether you're, you've got the greatest personality in the world or whatever, it doesn't matter. Here's why. If you make value-based videos, and what are some examples for gaming? I actually, a few years ago, before kids, crushed a couple games, beat Final Fantasy VII Remake, Last of Us 1 and 2. Now there's an HBO show, Red Dead Redemption 2. As I was playing Final Fantasy, I found myself constantly going to YouTube. I started the game, I watched the video, 15 things beginners should know. I started being like, I didn't even know that. Teaching me about the menus, teaching me about how to put materia in my weapons, all this kind of stuff. Then I started getting stuck on bosses, how to beat a specific boss. So how do you focus on question-based videos? You can make practical, helpful things. And what's wild about that is, think about a game just like Final Fantasy or whatever. There's like 100 videos. There's probably 1,000 niche videos about the game. Now watch. Search-based, any one of those, all you need is one to be the entry point into your world. And then someone goes, oh, wow, Awkward Lynn got a cool channel. Like, what other videos do they have? And the other thing you could do is you also can do, like, it's not even just questions. We teach 16 different formats of videos you can make, answer specific questions. So it could be how to do a certain thing. We also teach specific skills. It could be teaching someone how to do a particular thing. There's kind of overlap. You also could go like review specific products. So if you go how to build a gaming PC, or you talk about a certain keyboard or something like that, those become practical. And this is what we're all about. Is Video Ranking Academy is the system for the everyday person to have practical success on YouTube without having to be a famous vlogger. And more power to you. Like, I want to encourage everybody watching this. It's like, I'm not trying to talk anybody out of that, but what I love about YouTube is it's so different than traditional media where it's like only the celebrities and only the Kardashians. And if you don't look a certain way or you're not a certain background, you can't get past certain gatekeepers, you can't be successful. It's not true. When you go heavier on the education, review specific products, answer specific questions, and then we tap into other things where as you grow, because where Video Ranking Academy starts is really not where it ends. Once you start to get an audience, once you start to get awareness, you then, in a way, become that attractive character. You become that YouTuber that people love. You become that person that you've video after video, you've built an audience. And now think about the people you subscribe to and follow. Well, you eventually met them. You eventually got to know them. So the cool thing about Video Ranking Academy is it helps you start, grow, get those 1,000 true fans, get that audience. But then what happens from there is then it's like someone looks at you years later and they're like, how'd you blow up and become YouTube famous? You're like, it wasn't just, I didn't just go viral. It's cool if that happens. And for some, it happens right away of our students. But what's amazing is that people of all different backgrounds and talent levels and experience levels just chip away at the practical niche videos we're going to teach you to find. And I kind of like being, a lot of our students are like the YouTube unfamous, but highly paid. It's like the YouTube anonymous with big bank accounts. Like one of our students, Levi, in his first 6 months, he made $0. In his next year across his business, he made almost $3 million. Obviously, those results are extraordinary, but it was a business model thing. And so you have no clue of this person. You would never know who the person is. He had under 5,000 subscribers when he did it. So it's like, that's what we're obsessed with. And I'm going beyond the gaming question, but it's like, just the opportunity. That's why we emphasize the business model, the money plan. And what you learn inside a niche finder as well is we want to take you on like a journey of discovering worlds you didn't know exist in terms of like income streams, revenue streams, how to set this up, exposing you to stories and creators and methods of doing this. That's just different than the front facing thing that you kind of hear about in traditional media. They're like, like this person went viral on you. They're a viral sensation. I'm pumped if you're not a viral sensation, but you're like, Sean, you send us an email. I was able to quit my job. I'm now able to work from home. I'm now able to spend more time with my kids. I now have a life on my own terms. Did you go viral? No, I didn't go viral. Many of our students do, but you don't need to. That's what I love about our system.
Thanks, Sean. I just wanted to shout out Tim. I just joined. Welcome to the #VRA fam. Excited to have you in, Tim. All right, Sean, I think these are two great questions to kind of combine and leave everybody with, because I'm sure that these are things that a lot of people are questioning right now. Katie is saying, how can I compete with other flashy workouts when her channel isn't flashy like that? And Chegg is saying, how can I overcome perfectionism for quality, especially with the niche of filmmaking? So I think if you can hit both of those to close us out, I think this is really going to benefit everybody.
Awesome. Okay. So how to overcome perfectionism? Well, I want to encourage you. Part of it, I want to encourage you like Nike, you got to just do it. Remember, I showed you that Andrew Finney who was sitting in the middle of the screen with just a cheap webcam, and he got 286,000 views. So what you do is you start posting videos. You start posting them according to what we learned in this class and what we teach deeper on in VRA. And in the niche of filmmaking and camera gear, my specific tip for you is just to understand that like that is still an unlimited opportunity niche. And that might sound shocking because you're like, man, everyone's doing it. But like, it happens to also be my niche, right? Less filmmaking, but definitely camera gear. And I'll give you one of my video ideas that because we have endless video ideas. When you learn the VRA way of thinking, you become like Neo in the Matrix when he has his awakening. At first, you're like, I'm just going about business as usual, and then eventually it clicks for him. And he's like, oh, I can freaking dodge bullets, you know? And then now the agents are coming after him, but he's like, he starts seeing the matrix. So you start seeing through, you go, oh, there's actually unlimited opportunity. So today I was looking at like these little wireless microphones, for example, and realizing that these have been largely uncovered. The $23 microphones that plug into your iPhone, plug into your Android USB-C, and then plug into, but I was like, but I don't want one for my phone. So it was a question I had. It even started with like a question of how, like, do they make one of those? And of course there's the Rode Wireless Go 2, but I was like, not for $200. What exists that solves a specific problem? And we're into some niche stuff here, Mel. I'll land the plane, but like, if you're still watching this, you're getting some gold. Is one of the things you want to be thinking about is you want to scratch your own itch. You want to find, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. When you have a pain point and when you understand what people are searching for and what their pain points are, if you're worried about it, got a pain point about it, trying to solve a problem, then other people are as well. Because you are probably the person you're going to reach. And you only need to be about one step ahead of somebody else to help them get to where you are. So even I've been doing this for a long time, and I'm like, what could I plug into that is affordable? Because I also don't want to buy. We actually have Rode Wireless Goes. We now are a team. I'm just letting you right into like today in our story. And Omar and Kyle steal everything. Okay. Those are our team members. So they're 15 minutes away and they take everything from my house, which is this office. We're all at home offices. And so we're a company of about, 22 W2 employees and 10 contractors now. And so I'm just like, I need a mic, but I'm like, I'm not going to buy another Rode Wireless Go. I was like, freaking Omar's got 3 at the video department, So it's a true story. So I'm thinking about it, and then I was like, this is the rabbit hole of simply the fact that there's the Rode Wireless Goes now, there's the DJI ones, but then there's these other cheaper ones, and which ones are good. And then I was like, if you can imagine connecting these final dots. Now I understand you might not want to spend the budget to purchase these or something, and that's fine. But I think what I'm hoping to point you to is, number one, these mics used to not even exist. Like the quality of these wireless mics, then the Rode Wireless. That's why saturation's a myth. There's always new things. And if you're still watching this, this is true for every niche. There's always new shows. There's always new workout trends. There's always new diets. There's always new products. And so this is a new trend. There's new ones of these on the market. So in a 2023 world, there's a new, not just one video, but like a 10-part series that I'm thinking about. And I'm first also thinking like, I want to be the guinea pig. And so I purchased today. Ellis is just fun because it's literally happening as we speak. And this is like stuff we've never really trained before. I found my conclusion was I purchased this Movo dual wireless mic that will plug into my ZV-1, which I will use to shoot vertical videos off the side. And I can't even get into all that, with a dual mic. So I can do some interviews when I'm doing social media marketing world. But then imagine at a $50 price point. Now, I actually can't vouch for this yet, but because I will be the guinea pig first. Remember, you recommend products you love, use yourself. I'm not saying you have to buy anything, but I'm just indicating that then you tap into, a whole like new things that are just now happening as technology evolves. And what does that mean in terms of answering your question? It's like, you don't try to, with perfection, go up against MKBHD and shoot 8K and talk about the stuff he's talking about. You find other angles, other products, other filmmaking tips, other hacks, other cameras to cover, other topics or different way of covering it, because David can always kill Goliath, but you got to figure out your 5 smooth stones. You don't go against Goliath with a spear you can't even hold. Like, you can't afford probably a red camera and the workflow of MKBHD. So that's a long answer to that question. And then as far as, a fitness channel, I like that Mel grouped them. If you feel like their production value, their lighting, their, all of their stuff is, you can't compete with it. The key is don't compete with it. Sally Hogstead said it this way, Katie. different is better than better, because you're not going to be able to be better than the better channels. But if you figure out your difference, you eliminate the competition entirely. I'm not trying to sound hypey with that, right? You don't go up against them trying to like be a lesser version of them. You just become the best version of you right now. So in fitness education, yes, there's some practical I want to shoot super straight. We need to get your production right. Get your setup right, your camera angle right. But if all you have is a smartphone, cool. If all you have is a webcam, great. But how can we take your disadvantages and turn them into advantages? And then how do we crank up things like what can we tap into in terms of your personality, your storytelling, or the types of workouts you're doing, or how you're positioning them, or how you're doing YouTube Shorts and the YouTube Shorts Masterclass. And the final thing I'll say as we bring Mel back on is really all this needs to do is just get you started and get you momentum. What do I mean? You get to 10,000 subscribers. And the cool thing is we hope we can be friends for life because we're here. Like we're doing this and you'll be a member and you'll be in the group. And, next year, not this year, but next year we'll have an event. You could come to our event in person or watch virtual. There'll be other opportunities to go deeper. Eventually you'll have more money, more problems. So we'll on the journey, like we want to be able to help you on other things. But if all you do is take Video Reiki Academy and just get your base going, that's what we're going to help you cut through the noise to do. Because I'm sure you would say, you'd be like, well, it'd be real easy to say I've had 1 million subscribers. Because then from there, I could talk about whatever I want because people now care about me. That's why we just got to get you going. Because you do a couple sniper videos. I'm not saying you have to do this over and over again. You do one series of videos puts you on the map. You're one video away from nobody knowing you to 1,000 people knowing you. There's one video I teach on in another class. It grew my channel 52,000 subscribers based off the 7 R's. One video grew me 52,000 subscribers. One video. So whether that's your first video or whether that's your 30th video, and whether that only gets 10% of those results, you post the one video following this system that gets you to 5,000, Katie. The one workout topic we're going to help you find, the one YouTube short we're going to help you create. And that now gets you that 1,000 true fans. So you're not saying, oh, I'm not as good as this super big production, big budget channel. Doesn't matter. If it scales to that and you reinvest to that and eventually you create the same production value, that's up to your ambition. But we're helping you just build your thing, your brand, and get from where you are now to that profit goal you want to reach, that subscriber goal, and that momentum that you can then build on. So it's that 0 to 1. It's like, how do I go from obscurity? No one knows me to 1,000 true fans, essentially, because from there, now you have options. Now you can reinvest into whatever you want to do, make the videos I've always dreamt of making. But I know I'm going a little long, but Mel, I'm ending right here. One thing Mary said, and Mary's Nest, right? She's almost to 1 million subscribers. And we do have a podcast episode that maybe we'll email that out to you after this, because you did sign up and we have your email. It's just a free episode. She talks about, she's like, you sometimes have to forget your way of doing things though, and just do what Sean says. And coming from me, it like doesn't hit. Sounds like that sounds kind of pretentious, but it's not what I mean. It's just like, if you will trust us at Think Media and you will do this, it'll get you to where you want to be. And what you'll learn in the process is like, if you'll be teachable, if you'll be coachable, and if you'll follow the system. Because that's just what Mary did. She's like, I actually set aside the way I thought I was going to do it, and I just followed the system. But now it's like, it creates freedom to then build off of that. Because that's all we want to do. It's like, we want to launch you out into that 1,000 true fans, into that full-time on YouTube, into that success. And then you're going to design your whole creator career. And maybe that's with us. Maybe it's not. As join us at a mastermind in the future, an event in the future. But that's the goal that we're after. And so I believe that's what you'll experience.
Thanks, Sean. We have so many people that are just saying in the chat how much this content has helped them. And I want to encourage you that if you've enjoyed this content, but also enjoyed the kind of setting where you're talking with a lot of like-minded individuals, people who have experienced the ups and downs that you're experiencing as well as a content creator, then Video Ranky Academy is definitely the place for you. Again, we have Video Ranky Academy members in the chat right now who have expressed that, this is just helped them so much in so many different ways. And so certainly helps you with the strategy. It's going to help you get more views and subscribers. But to me, one of the biggest benefits is also going to help you with that piece of sustainability and keeping going. So if you feel that same kind of problem of perfectionism, or you feel like you just can't compete with other people who are in your niche, then you are certainly not alone. Those kinds of feelings are so common, and you need to be in a group with other people who are feeling those same things and can help you tackle those things and deal with them. So I just have so much empathy, Sean, for people who are experiencing those kinds of things, because I know it can be really tough, and it can be hard after a long time. But YouTube is so cool, so fun, and can do so much for your family. And so we want to help you get that side out of it, get all of those amazing benefits. We can help you do that inside of Video Ranky Academy. So we'd love to see you in there. We'd love to welcome you into the VRA fam, get you on our next live stream that's coming up, and get you inside the course. So make sure you head to joinvra.com. I'll post the link one more time in the chat. Make sure you get there before you forget, before time runs out, and you make sure you take advantage of that offer. Thank you all for spending your time with us. So grateful for you, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.